live again.
Any matches on?
Kerry, I'm all yours.
Paul Chivers just offering himself to Kerry Lowe.
Young.
Well, we on. Sam Hopkinson on streaming table 2. Sure to impress this man. Or playing a fellow stickman, Matt Fisher, I believe.
Correct.
That's 2 good games to commentate.
I can't wait. I'm fizzing.
I was going to say, I'll come and jump in if you need.
You'll be just about floating between the 2 matches.
No, he doesn't fucking do anything out there.
Not like Chris, he couldn't put any balls out there.
Oh.
Just remember the mics are on.
It's just that-
It's back on again now.
on now.
Fuck it.
Take 2. That's all. And don't
Language.
Oh. Mics.
They're on.
Apologies. We need some green lights, Paul.
Good luck.
Right, quarterfinals time. Ooh. Couple stiflers. Sam Hopkinson and Matt Fisher. You couldn't pick a winner in that one. Adam Lilly, Dale Shannon. About the same, really.
Where's the Thunderclock?
Dale's like a real dark horse. He's such a capable player. Plays a lot of snooker.
This year's it.
Adam's just, he's always on.
I'll make you walk
Sam's just like Matt. The flair in the game is wicked. Six viewers at the moment. Everyone will be searching, where's that stream? Check your notifications. Subscribe to OnQ channel. Chris Geary in the building. Welcome, Chris.
Cheers, mate. I'm going to have to commentate now. I've been knocked out.
You want to stay on the show?
No, you're not on yet. How are you, Corey? You good?
Yeah, good man, good. I'm a bit like you. I'm just committed to the commentary seat, but yeah, I sort of made a bit of a promise this season that no matter how a tournament goes, I'll stay to the end, so keep you posted. I'll try not to sneak out the back door. No, we're in for some cracking matches. We're already underway on your right screen.
Big break there by Matty.
It's big ones. It's going for the big ones, Chris. Are we just going to commentate one table at a time?
I think so,
Yeah, sweet.
Easier.
Right, we're on Sam and Matt's table for the time being.
2 good mates. I'm sure they've had many battles.
I think they practice a bit together, don't they, Chris?
Yeah, they do. That's, is it the 1 or the 9? That's the 9, right?
The nine is up top table.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm trying to work out what he's doing. I'm not too sure. I guess the 9.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to get established and probably hasn't quite seen it through, but if he can get the 14 down inside, I would imagine he'll just run through on this one. No, he's gonna take the top end of the table as we see it.
Drop an egg in.
No, he's unsure.
Yeah, so am I. I'm not too sure what the best.
I think he's gonna run down. He's gonna take the pocket. If he gets it, yeah.
Hey, Ken, you can get back up.
I wasn't sure if it was on or not. That's why I couldn't look up the shot. Run through here. 12.
Done.
Oh, he's stunned
Stunning
over.
shot.
Great pun, Daniel. Great pun. Stun pun.
Bit of
Stunning
work
punt.
to get back down for those two.
Matt Fisher was runner-up last year. I think he finished second to Stevie. Was that right?
And gave Adam a combo.
Oh,
Open table. He missed the wrong ball. He was trying to hit the 5 and he hit the 2.
whoa, loaded that up.
He's got
Bit of cheese on it.
away.
Oh, he does. Knows how to put the cheese on it.
Just made that run out a bit harder now.
Yeah, I think.
Looking to hang this, I guess. I don't know.
He's just opting for a... You think he's just trying to leave the white on the bottom rail, Chris? Just...
You do here, back yourself and get the 4 out straight away, scroll into them.
So he's got the angle and he's got the Q power.
Yeah, I think, I was just saying to John before, there's no real, like the 6 leads to the 4 if you drop it in. I mean, do you really need to be developing things? Your real problem is that the black's guarded by both the 11 and the 10.
Yeah,
He's gone for it. Yeah, he's called it well. Well done, Daniel.
Can he scrape the 4 in there? The 6 past the 4 though.
But probably going back to my point, he's gone into it, and it's where you sort of get into these awkward situations. You're not quite sure where you're going to land.
Do you reckon he's just backing himself early just to get in
Oh,
a
absolutely.
quarterfinal, try to get the frame on the board early?
I think so. Sam will go at everything. He's a great player.
Attacking
He's a
player,
great
yeah.
player.
It's a bit spotless.
Ah.
Played it well. Never in doubt, eh?
I just want to know how he's going to develop the black. Any thoughts?
Ooh, haven't even looked at it. Needed to.
It doesn't pass.
If you can move the 4
Yep.
to open up the 6, and
Use
then
the
you
5.
could, all the 5 Daniel, yeah.
He could screw out slightly here and use the 5 to get it out. See, now he's got a line.
He's not taking either of my options.
See, I like the 5 here. Could you have a natural line to go over and move it out and you're still on
Does
the
the
6?
black maybe pass the 11? No?
No, I don't think it does. Not looking from here.
But first frame, it's always a bit harder, isn't it?
He's going to screw back on this, or is he going to run through for the 5 to
He's
left?
done.
Whoa, he's
He's
got
had a bit better than
distance.
he wanted, maybe.
I reckon the 3's the shot now.
With 2 balls on the top rail, it definitely makes it a lot easier. Or not for Matt, but for Sam.
Absolutely. The,
Oh, wow.
nice
He's
going.
that mint, isn't he?
I think you're right though, Corey.
yeah,
Picked
he's
it early.
running out of options. Just
Well, yeah, this is the issue. The black.
He's probably really looking at it now. I think he hasn't really looked at it until you.
Just wants to get his arm going. Adams 1
Adams 1-0 up on the left screen. Lightning Lily. Doesn't mess around, that lad. Phenomenal cures.
Predicted Matt Fisher to win.
Ricky's throwing in some support for his boy there.
Good Q power your boys got there.
Yeah.
Got that from you, Ricky.
So the only possible shot I can see to develop the black in any way, if you're not going to just try and take some medicine and deal with what you got, is you could stun across to the right hand side rail, come in underneath it.
Bit of right hand spin just so it
Yeah.
Can you move the 11? Is it too fine?
kicks. Just put it over the hole.
Oh, yeah, it's a good option, Chris, but
I don't know if you can. It's a bit fine, I think.
you almost got to power it to get
And
enough
it's a double
clearance.
kiss, eh?
But
It should probably a double kiss if you had it too full. Just put it over the hole.
I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen Sam screw off like 10 rails
It looks
and
like
develop
he's
it.
loading up a bit of right hand side. So he's pulling off the side rail.
Yeah, he needs to make sure of the pot. Yeah, there we go. Oh,
Long double. Of course it was.
I think
Could just play a really good safety here.
Yeah, he can draw the cue ball back, I reckon. He's got the line now for the long double and draw the cue ball back.
it's in the double kiss element, don't you think?
No, I think
No,
you're
no,
right. No, I think he's good.
He's good.
Just watch that middle because he could be screwing towards the middle.
He's going to go pace though.
Yeah.
Could be screwing towards the middle.
Chris and Daniel.
And that cue ball.
Sam with the execution.
God, who needs to worry about getting the black out?
When you just have that.
I agree with you, Corey. I agree with you. I don't think he really looked at it until the last few
Yeah.
balls. And I think you're right. I mean, yeah.
It's absolute class.
You know, the old thing when you're mapping out the table is, you work backwards from the black, don't you? And then Well, I like to try and work 3 balls. It's sort of a rotation of 3 balls, pot 1, and then keep your 3 ball working. But that's a great break too.
Great. They're both breaking big.
And now Matt's got a chance to put a frame on the board.
This is Richmond Premiers. They're top of the Premier table at the moment, and these are their number 1 and 2 players. So doesn't get much better than this. But it's 1-0 to Matt. 1-0 to Sam and 1-0 to Adam.
We're looking at the other game. We haven't really talked much about that.
No, we were just going to concentrate on one game because it's stupid trying to go from game to game. We thought.
But I'm just saying that Dale played an awesome shot.
Okay, thanks.
Is that correct now?
Correct. Yep.
So Matt's just missed. He tried to develop the 6 off the rail there.
We've got the 4 into play now, a bit better. They didn't go past the 12 before.
Was it the one over the middle?
Yeah, 1 over the middle, Chris. So, I mean, if the 6 was the last ball for Matt, it's not a huge thing if he's relatively straight or.
I'd almost be playing for the 6 now. 1 off the top rail
6
for the side. No, it's from the 1 to land onto the 6.
To be honest, I would probably go 3. The 4's a bit. I mean, you can create the angle, but you flirt with the middle that way.
And if you go past it, it could be awkward. I
What?
don't mind just.
He's seeing it like me. He's taking the 1 to go on the 6, drop the 6, and then he's going for the 4. No, he's not.
I don't mind playing the 6.
He's going with 4.
I don't mind the 6.
Yeah, I think he.
No,
No, he's back to Chris. He's
I
back
like
to
to play
Chris.
that way because if you can play it in a row,
It's
right,
natural.
then okay, he didn't do either. He didn't do any of our options. So I'm not.
Okay, so what?
Last,
Yeah. Well, for me, as long as you get high on the 6, the black's kind of going to most pockets. It's not going to top left. But yeah, so he's going to use the 2. He's going to drop this. He's going to go right top end of the table, back across for the 6.
Just
So.
need to watch a bit of the obstacle course with the 10 and the 15 up there.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3.
I reckon he's going to go 3 rounds,
Yeah, I reckon he'll go.
not just 1 round.
I would say.
One rail miss a 9, but then your middle pocket could be into play.
I would say play the 3, and then he'll use the 2. He'll get low on the 2.
Oh, that's an unusual.
Oh, I don't like this.
He's just playing.
Yeah, this is.
That's,
In the gap.
is he screwing it back off the side of rail now?
There's a lot.
Is he trying to stun through the gap of is it the 12 and the black? There's not much of a gap there, though, is there?
Well, that's just. Yeah.
He tried to find that gap, it wasn't there.
I think it's just identifying your problems early.
Yep.
And
Bloke
it's-
made a couple of mistakes there, but it's worked out for Sam in his favour by getting a slotting a long black.
Daniel's probably got the best point of view because he's reffing. Me and Chris have both been sat in these seats. So our options are probably not the most valid, but.
I didn't mind the way he went, but I think you would have left.
Chris just stuck
It's
it in
pretty
his
him having me
mouth.
talking into the mic, that's the problem.
Yeah, talk a bit louder into the mic.
Gotta.
Or
So-
closer.
So I think Matt has to look for a safety, but knowing Matt, he's going to try something phenomenal.
I don't see any. I see the triple inside the 11 or whatever. The
Trip.
15.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only shot I can see if he's going to attack.
I think the 9's in the way for that.
You've got to be quick, man.
Kerry Wirtz would probably try triple kick, so bottom rail, top rail back.
Oh, Adam.
How about that?
That's a pretty good result.
That's
And he even had positive
Anyone
somehow.
seen- Oh, they did. You've seen Adam's shot as well? They
No.
played a long as double. Believe themselves. Straight black.
Well done, Adam. 2-0 up.
Have a replay of that?
Lightning Lily, 2 frames on the board.
Only on another camera.
I haven't got a replay running at the moment.
Oh, okay.
what are you looking to do here? You just
That'd be
don't know if the 11 pops, does it?
Yeah. Sam was up against it there, you know.
Was it the worst option though? Because how's he? It's actually not a bad op. Okay, I don't know.
So he's going to ask for a free ball. Like the 11.
Maybe just take the 9 and then cut the 6.
Pop the 9 and just leave yourself a pot. Oh, soft break by Adam. What the hell was that?
He said yesterday that he was dry breaking, so he had opted.
Oh,
Good shot, Matt.
Nice, Matt.
I remember at one of the last tournaments I played Adam, he's done some soft breaking against me.
Yeah, he just said earlier that he wasn't getting them off the break. And
Fair enough. That's nice.
There's no point opening them up for your opponent, and Matt's got perfect position.
Right, you guys are in trouble now.
Oh, we've got...
You gonna walk around talking, John?
I've been thinking about it, but I thought against it.
Who just got that one?
oh, that's Matt.
So what, one each now, Matt
1 each.
versus Sam Hopkinson.
You missed a really nice black by Sam.
Damn it.
Damn it.
I quickly went and had something to eat from the dairy that's not far away from here, and then...
What did you get, John?
You get a pie, didn't you?
No, I didn't get a pie. I actually got one of those mammoth drinks, so I didn't even get anything to eat at all.
That's not a drink, that's a drink.
Well, it's quite thick, so it might as well have been something to eat.
So was that like a chocolate milkshake, John?
Do you like it thick?
But it wasn't crunchy.
John likes it thick.
Fucking creamy.
Mammoth. Oh, mammoth.
That's a nice shot.
Would have liked a wee touch off 9 there, Adam, but he
can't say
he didn't get it. But that's about as good as you'll get for a second prize.
Yeah, I reckon.
Don't know.
I'm pretty sure Matt broke this, because didn't he break the first frame?
I can't remember, it was too long ago.
At least you're honest, Chris.
Righto, we know that Matt likes to attack. Does he slot the 13 here?
No, Sam broke the first, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It's a dry break. Let's count the balls.
No, it's one down.
It's one down. Matt broke first.
Maybe Matt broke first.
Thanks, Daniel.
It's 50-50.
You're welcome, mate.
Well,
Sam could have
exactly.
missed.
That's why they toss a coin for the break.
No, he has gone smalls. He's a bit hampered.
Oh.
Pretty tough. It was tough either way, I guess, wasn't it?
That's about
Yeah.
us to be set, Bigs.
I like big.
It's about as bad as it gets, isn't it?
Because you got an easier starter, don't you?
If you're Matt, because he's A, missed that by a mile, and B, goes and off, so he gives Sam then the freedom of the table, so to speak.
Well, looking at the big ones, they all go.
So do you look at a trouble ball? So the trouble ball could be the 9, but that goes to the middle and it might go past the 1.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it goes past the 1, but it
it
definitely
goes to the middle. So that should...
So I think we'll see the 14 or the 13 the next ball.
Yep.
Also
All
a...
that
It's going to be the... It's going to be the 13.
To Brittany Kidd, who's joined us, or at least watching.
Another
Good to
fellow
have
pool
you
player, up
Watching
Brittany.
this.
It's a great weekend. Getting those people away each other.
Oh,
the
ball-
mistakes there.
it,
He undercued that first shot, didn't he?
he did.
It's
He
always
did.
good that for a Canterbury event that we do get people from across the Cook Strait watching this.
Right.
Brittany and George both, I
The
think,
important one for Matt to hit back
are
on.
living in... well, Brittany
Absolutely.
and George both live in the North Island, I believe, so it's good to actually see
So I
them.
can't tell if that 3
tuning
passes,
in.
but if it does, I would almost think Matt might take it now.
What shot are you looking at, Corey?
The 3, it goes, yeah, it does go.
I didn't see a miss. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, the cannon, is it?
Yeah.
This
What's
one's
his favourite
the one
shot?
shot, I don't.
One of Chris's favourite shots is plants. If anyone's playing him in the future, make sure you leave him a plant because he won't take it on.
No, telling a lie, Daniel. I heard Chris say that earlier on, but I watched him play like 4 good
For a
plants in
two-way.
a row against Barry Henderson.
I'm just
There was a
gonna-
3-ball
I'm
plant
just
in there
going to
even.
check for you,
Show me about the
Brittany, who else is in. I know you've got your 4 players here, and those are 2 of your 4 quarterfinals.
Dan Bowen's definitely another one.
Danny Bowen's playing
Barry
against
Henderson.
Murray Campbell,
Barry Henderson
and
Alima.
and Alima.
against Velima Pinelli. So that, for me, rounds out your quarterfinals.
Good shot there by Matt. He's
There's Sam.
No, sorry, the previous shot.
Oh,
By Matt.
Adam, Serena
Yes,
up now.
it does.
Play that, the 2.
This
He
could be a
promoted the
very,
2 balls that
very
were
quick
bunched
game
up
for
and
Hicks.
he's managed to hang the
I
2.
haven't
So
really seen Dale at the table, to be honest, John.
bit of control there.
So 3-0 in
Can't see
lightning
what one it
quick
is, but-
time, should I
You're
say.
done there.
Do you think there's any disadvantage to Adam, like looking like he's going to finish very quickly, providing Dale doesn't claw back, which Dale's very capable of, but you have the sit down and wait.
No, I don't
while
think
the
he
other
cares.
players.
He's good at getting refocused when he jumps back on. I don't think it's going to bother him. He knows he's fast.
That's good.
He enjoys playing a quick game.
Well, you
But
know
anything can
also
happen now.
that he's played in enough tournaments and he's gone through far enough in those tournaments to realise that he will have a longer wait for your next game. So you take it as it is.
Needs one
You
in the break.
go outside for a smoke if you want to. You get yourself a drink. Anything.
Yeah. Me and Chris are commentating Sam and Matt's game.
And me and John, bit of both.
Sam's in
Yeah, I mean,
Sam's in a lot of trouble there.
hard up for
Yeah.
doing, but
It was just that good,
I can
shot
see
from
from
Matt
where
right
I
opened
am.
Is that when he played the two, Chris,
Yeah,
and
he played
split the
two-
4 and the
split 4 and the
1?
1, and he's
Yep.
got that. I don't know what it is. Is it 12 or the something that's down here?
12,
Is it
yeah.
12?
And Sam's, I think the 14 needs to go off the cushion and sit in front of the 1.
Yep. That's the shot from here, I think.
Oh, is he just trying to smother it? Seen it a little bit different. But I don't see any of these hampering Matt.
I think you start with the 7 here. Well, I would be anyway. I think 7 and work your way back down. 7, 6. Get the 5 out of the way. That's it. Start up there and work your way back.
Just
I'm just trying to get a better view of the tables. It's a bit difficult from where I was standing because I was off angle.
so Matt, he's one to stun this, is he not? No, it
No.
flowed off the top.
Yeah.
You want to be, I believe you want to be playing for the 5 next, because that's your trouble. Is your 5, and then the 1 should be fine as long as you don't involve the 14 in it.
You don't.
Will we stun screw just to land somewhere where his hand is? Somewhere down by between the 9 and the spot, somewhere around there. Then you've got a few balls you can play
Oh,
for.
Adam, what have you done? It's about the first bad shot I've actually seen him play, so Dale will be rather thankful for that.
Looks like he's playing. Well, you never know, Matt, but I think there was a shot he tried to play to land on between the 5 and the 9.
Yeah, I think you need to get rid of this problem early before you start running out of balls, because you've seen how things can
Oh,
sit
that's a great
behind.
shot from Matt.
Not a lot of players would have
What
even
problem
thought
we talking
about
about?
that.
Well, just the plant that he played,
right,
you know.
okay.
Depending on how you play it, you can end up
Yeah.
with problems if you play it too late in the piece. So I think you'll just do a dinky wee screw back. 4, 2. And it'll be black in the bottom left. I'm picking.
There's
Yeah,
a few
well-
options. It's definitely the 5 now. And then who knows? He could go 2-4.
I wouldn't bet against him going to.
Yeah, I think
here.
it's 4 now.
Yeah,
It's 4-2.
definitely 4 now.
With the black is, yeah, you'd definitely be going for.
Well, you just know you can get up table. If you went 2-4, you know, you could leave yourself short on the 4 or just not in the right posse. So here he can clip rail first, go up table. He can screw back. He's got quite a few options how to play this.
I think he's going to screw back.
And Matt do the big deep screw underneath the black and back onside it.
Yeah, this is exactly the shot I was looking at. Yep, that's exactly the shot I was looking
Yeah.
at. That's the
Let's
shot I
see.
see. Because then if you're under,
Oh,
Oh,
God.
jeez, he's involved.
because if you're
Involved
under
the 9 in
it'll
there,
be
but
onto
I
the
think
middle.
he's.
Yeah.
I think he's
absolutely.
actually okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
The Voice's favourite to win. I actually wouldn't go past Adam at the moment.
Oh,
That's a
God.
magnificent double as well.
That was a good
guys.
double.
Matt, get
Who
that
needs
into
posse?
you.
Yeah. If it's on, it's in.
Well, it's an old Chris Putt saying that, isn't it? If it's on, it's in.
Corey even know who Chris Putt is?
No idea who
There
Chris
we go,
Putt
that's
is.
what I thought.
Used to play for
Right.
Kashmir Silver back in the day.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, I saw him
Yep.
about a week ago down
Cool.
here, and I said, "Oh, security must not be on at the door." And then he shook my hand.
Just gets a nice rub off the wonders Dale there, and now he's nicely onto the black, so
Big break by Sam, lost the cue ball, but he's managed to get one.
very
He'll be taking the big ones. This is an easy start.
nicely, and
Yeah,
just
Dale's on the
flips
board.
black, and so Dale gets a frame back, and it's 3-1.
15 on. is it?
Yeah, it'll be
15's on.
15. Will he float down for the 13 to the bottom right?
Is it definitely on? It is. Looks on. Yeah, okay. Alright. I can't tell from here. Oh, that's better. Yeah, it's on. Sticking out of it.
Well,
So this is important for Sam. He needs to get back in it. He's been a bit sloppy after that first massive clearance.
yeah, he's going to go 13 yet. So the 10 and the 12 are probably the problem, guys. So
Well, I'll be playing 13 to get back down to the 11, to play the 11 into the middle, to get onto the 14 to try and get the cue ball into the 6, something like that.
Work in a circle, so to
Makes
speak.
sense? I don't know if that makes sense. He's just missing a few now.
He's kind of running hot with his queuing, isn't he? So he's just not quite getting that touch right, or his timing right. So it's something he's going to need to fix very, very quickly. Otherwise, Matt's going to get a few frames on him, and he'll get swamped.
Just bump the 4. Oh, it's not bumped well.
Bumped it too far. Still might be on actually into the other corner pocket though, and whether that's worth exploring now is
maybe a double on the 6.
Debate.
I
He
can't.
might actually play it now because there's not really anything else on.
4 off the 13 to the left corner.
No,
I
just
think John's
the 4
saying
by
naturally.
itself.
I don't know what you're going to do with the cue ball there though, John.
Oh, so you think it cuts?
It definitely cuts. He doesn't need the 13, and I don't think he'll want the 13 either. And 3 cuts as well. I don't think he's left himself much on though, so he might have to pull a different knife out of the drawer here. Oh no, it's still the attacking knife. It's still the big old steak knife.
So,
I think we'll see these boys just slug it shot for shot, really.
Look, they know each other's games so well, don't they? They play for the same team, so neither of them are going to take a backward step, and they both know that, so you might as well just play the way you know. Oh, it's a bit unlucky that he didn't quite get the leave off the 13 there.
The boys are very much in an attacking mentality. They don't seem to be looking for any safety options. Sam probably just going to... Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak of the
Well
devil.
played. Marry it up with the 4. Go and pick the bones out of that. So the first semi-final of the main event flight's been called. So these are for the players who lost in the first round of post-section. Pinelli versus Paul Morris, for those of you who are at all interested.
what do you do here, Corey? Just flick off the...
Yeah, I picked Matt to try and cut it off the side
Out to
rail, kick
Adam.
it back.
Duncan, you'll miss it.
But no, it's just...
4-1 Adam over Dale Shannon, so he advances to the semi-final.
Lightning Lily strikes. Well done, mate.
Well, commiserations to Dale. Good effort getting there and tough
Qualifier
opponent.
it was, wasn't he?
Was he top qualifier?
Pretty sure.
Well done.
Righto, now we're on the big screen.
Right, big screen.
Well, this
Sam,
makes things a lot easier, doesn't it?
Sam looking at a plant, not an easy shot. Chris is shaking his head. He's fearing.
Chris doesn't like it.
I hate plants. I avoid them like the plague.
Oh, shot,
Oh, he's
Sam.
absolutely nuked it. Lovely.
What a one, that's beautiful. Righto, he needs to clear this frame.
He does.
He does.
Get his confidence back
Yeah.
up.
So now, obviously, after that massive cannon, you're looking at dropping the 10. Would you go 10-14 or would you go 10-13? Would you go 10, 11? He's got options, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a few, I think.
Well, I'm trying to think what ball.
10, 13, 14.
If he can get...
Sorry, 10, 13, 11, 14. Just go in a big circle.
Yeah, if he can get high on that 11...
14 for the black looks like the ball, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, John. I think if he gets the 13, gets high on the 11...
Should be okay for angle here. It looks straight from on your screen, but I do believe there's a wee angle that he can play for.
Well, I think the black at this stage is only going middle to corner pocket.
Nice,
so.
that's a lovely shot.
Oh, well cued. Well cued. We want the cue ball to be about where it is now for the 14, so just a wee screw back here.
I think he's going to take the 14.
Take it now.
Well,
Take it now.
11, he's a little bit
11.
hampered with the
Yeah,
queuing.
that's what I mean. I think he'll go for the 14 and... No, he's going to play the 11.
Stick to script.
Is he going to stun off the side? Yeah. Shot, Sam.
Well, he's obviously confident in his ball striking. If he's electing to leave himself a bit longer,
I think he can just run
Just
this
needs
one
to
through.
play
Just
a
drop
bit
it
of a
in.
stun sort of shot here.
Just, yeah, drop it in like that.
Nice,
Yeah.
Corey, well
Very
picked.
nice.
Thanks, Chris. That's why I'm here.
Pick up the phone. He
So I
called
would
it.
have stunned it.
I like.
And I would have stupid myself.
Yeah, I was thinking I was snooking myself too, but Sam didn't. Sam's in.
Yeah, there
yes,
we go.
nice, Sam.
Oh,
Quite back, he
Sam,
needed
it's
that.
lovely
It's
queuing,
good to
isn't
see
it?
we're back to
Just-
level bevels.
Obviously
Just
didn't want
the
to go
tonic
3-1
when-
down.
Yeah, just the tonic, that, isn't it? When you've lost the last couple of frames due to poor play, come back and win the next one in style.
Brandon Gardner.
Yeah, you did right, my brother in metal. He's just on today, isn't he? He could well have been out first round, but he dug deep against Pinelli.
He dodged Paul Hinch. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, no, Paul Hinch didn't cold cock him this year. But yeah, I mean, Adam, at the moment, I would find it hard to bet against him winning this. But you say that, and there are so many other good players in this field that if they're having a particularly good day, they could beat him. That's just my pick anyway. I mean, I'm one of about 100 people in the room. You ask any of the other people in the room, they'll say something different.
So, did Matt break that? Keep missing the break. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah. So, dry break there.
I like that.
Just giving Dale some commiserations after his game
Is it
against
the 4,
Adam.
cutting the 4, being aggressive here, Corey? It's pretty biggest shot, but he's capable of it. I think it's the shot.
I think
bro.
you open the frame up, yeah,
I think
definitely.
he's got a
And you'll
good-
probably kiss the 7
cut on
out
the
too.
4.
So you'll hit the 4, 13, not develop the 7,
That's it. There we
not
go.
quite.
Oh, he's landed it.
Wow, it's
on
the
the
7 now,
though,
isn't it?
that's fine. He's on the 7, cue it confidently, and you'll get past the 13 and the 3 and be on the 5 or the 2.
Big shot. Very big shot. Queuing over, hammered by the
Dan
ball.
Bowen is still in. He's playing against Murray Campbell. Jody Chapman. It's a race to 4, so it's best of 7.
Yeah, it's a great shot from Sam
He's
considering the
got for
queuing.
6.
Forget that, I'll just play for the 6 instead. It's almost like I missed the fact that 6 was even there.
I find Sam's game a bit hard to call. I feel like he's going to screw to the side rail, but he'll
think
probably
he's just
top
gonna
through.
follow through,
Yeah,
top
top
through.
through. Yeah.
Dale's a bit like that as well, because I was watching him cue while I was playing him, and it looked like he was going to play a screw or a stun shot, but then he'd cue through and cue it with top or middle.
Do you think that 3's on? If you landed.
I would pick that. Yeah, I was going to say Sam will probably go into it. It's not on anymore, or it's on.
I think it's a
It's on the
2
2.
here, folks. 2's on.
So my shot, if you can get to the 2, is probably just play a bit of stun right and try and catch the 10 on the way back up table. I mean,
Luke watching.
Even if you miss the 10,
you've got the 5.
Oh,
to then
okay.
go back into it.
Yeah,
a second
absolutely.
time.
I think
So
he
it's
needs
a delicate
to.
wee shot, but you just have to cue it nice, don't you?
Yeah, I think he needs to develop.
Captain of the Sydney is watching at the moment, and just like it's like having his 2 favourite children. You can't pick one.
Yep.
It's a
G'day,
bit of a
Scotty. How are you,
shame
mate?
when one of your players knocks out the other, but you
Oh,
always
he's playing
wish the other
plant.
player the best of
Jesus.
luck.
Look at this. Oh, can't even watch. Yeah.
Ooh, it was a tough shot for Sam, but
Yeah, I don't know.
you know.
I'm sure the 2 was on there. Was it?
maybe it wasn't on because I mean Sam I would have picked to have played the 2 and attempt a development shot, but
Well, to be fair though, the way he played it, he was going to get rid of a problem if he'd potted the cannon. He missed it, yes, but the biggest problem was that ball that he played for the cannon, and he would have gotten rid of it. So the aggressive way he's playing, it's not a surprise to me that he played that shot at all. Who's still in? So you've got Matt Fisher and Sam Hopkinson, as you can see. Adam Lilly is into the semi-final now. He's just won his game against
good option
Dale
there.
Shannon.
Great option from Matty. That 11 goes in off the 5, eh?
he was shadow queuing that, as John elaborates too. The shadow queuing, I quite like that.
So you play this, you screw back for the 9.
Also, you've got, sorry, just to continue on my point, Barry Henderson
does
against
it go
Alima
off the
Pinelli.
Maybe it doesn't. But why would he have left it there if it doesn't?
Dan Bowen v Murray Campbell. So those are 3 of your 4 quarterfinals.
If it doesn't go, Chris, I mean he's going to leave Sam right on unless he gets it in the pocket.
Yeah, but
What do you reckon? Pass the 3 off the 5?
That's what we're trying to decipher, John. It looks like.
I think you can do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that. Oh, he's
Don't you do that,
no.
you dirty, dirty rat.
unlucky and a little bit lucky at the same time. The 5's gone terrible. I guess.
And the 14's right in the way too. He can't play the 12 and get it split unless he takes the top rail.
So Sam's biggest problem right now is the black. So he's going to have to navigate through this.
Well, Chris is just trying to work out whether the 5 passes the 9 into the bottom right pocket. I don't think it does.
I
I'm
think it passes the 9. It's just I don't think it's on.
Now I'm
If you get behind the 5.
looking at where he's setting this up, wondering if he's going to try to run full bore into the 14 here and try to put the 14 into the 8.
Seems a bit
I reckon
complicated
this
to
is
me.
very well worth a shot. If you don't get it, as long as you're on one of the other 2, you're fine.
You could. Oh no, you can't.
I was looking at running through, but he can't. It's too
No, it's because I was going to say you could stun side.
He'll need to catch the 14 full ball for the shot. To the
I
left
think
lane.
ultimately you don't try and do anything too fancy. Just get low on that 3. Yeah, look. Oh no.
Two. So now what? There's
Wow.
not much you can do really. There's not really much you can do from safety either. I suppose you could try for the middle of the top rail and hope that Matt can't pop from there, but even that's not easy.
Yeah, Chris, I was looking at tapping the 2. The only thing I think is with the 5 and the 8 situation is that you force Matt to play the 10, and that's his hardest ball in play, probably over a pocket.
He's got to live
Or-
to fight another day. I mean, I don't know. He's got no option. He's got to leave Matt hard. He can't leave. Yeah, I don't know.
I think
You leave him up the other end of the table and be done with it.
if you catch the 2 slightly off straight, you can probably knock the 3 over the left pocket, but it's a fucking hard shot. Excuse my language.
Q was going to be coming back down again. You can't hold.
Well, you're going to lose your cue ball too, so you need to make sure you get that cover 100%.
I think I'll just drop him to the 2. Leave Matt.
I reckon you
There we
can
go.
thin it. Oh, he's going to come off the
Oh,
rail.
the referee standing close by adds extra pressure. Watch the double queuing. So this is where you need to do the little miscue shots. You know, you see it in
Thinking of
snooker
just
often, you just...
catching it with the extreme edge of his tip, isn't he?
So it's quite easy to set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like that, to try and keep the cue ball there so the 9's not on.
You're almost trying to miscue that shot.
You might have left the 9.
You're trying to get it with the last...
Well, he's definitely left the
millimetre of
14. He's left the 14. If Matt can drop the 14 in, boys, he's on for the 15.
You drop the 10 on and you're on for anything.
Yeah, I feel like Matt's going to try and
Well, the
develop
Hornets
the
do it
10
now.
while the 5 and the 8's like
I
that.
think that's the shot too. Develop the 10 and leave him off the 3.
Just make sure you don't leave a free ball.
Yeah, just roll the, leave the wide
He's
up
going
there
to
and-
double long.
He's going to attack the shit out of it. 'cause
Yeah.
I can't pick what Matt's going to do, but I would just nudge the 10 out, leave the wide up the top end.
Another place you could leave the cue ball
Or
is
more over here.
just to the left of that top diamond on your screen, for that top short rail, just to the left of that middle diamond. So the 3's still not on and the 2 is. And just leave him the 2.
So
Can't
where's,
see the 5, can't see the 3, has to play the 2.
in that shot, John, where's the 10 going? Is the chance of the 10 landing on the line of the 2 high percent?
Yeah, that's about the only thing that works against that shot.
Well, he's going to knock the 15.
As long as the 3's not on, and that's okay. As long as the 3 isn't on, then he's fine. If he's left the 3 on, then he's left the angle for the cannon onto the 5. I reckon this 3 is on, just from the way Sam's looking at it. Because he was looking immediately at the angle to get to the 5. No, it's not on, okay.
Yeah, good ball.
Oh, that's lovely. He's actually used that double kiss really well there to get the cue ball further down the cushion.
So you prefer. What is it you want to
Cutting it to the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that your preference?
That was a great cut.
That's an awesome shot, and it's a shot that he had to make too.
So,
Sam would back himself to the hill.
I think that black goes to the middle. You're getting
yeah.
behind it.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're looking at 10 as your last ball.
Yeah.
Does the 14 pass the 2 into the corner?
I would
No.
say no.
No.
So he's coming back out
So
with
Matt,
14 into the middle.
He's got a nice, Matt's got a nice fine angle, so if he drops this in, he's going to get well enough out. The only other shot I see, if Matt's going to be really attacking, is he'll drop the 15 in, he'll cut the 10 down to the bottom left and split the 8 and 5 apart, leaving the 14 last ball, but depends on this, so here we go. Oh,
Yeah, I'd say 10 now. 10 now.
Ooh, okay.
Has he got the angle to come off the rail and get the split, you reckon? Or do you think he'll try and get it off the 14?
I think he'll have a go. But if he doesn't get
he's
it,
just going to try and land on the 14. Who knows? He's not
Maybe
even playing that ball. I don't think he knows yet.
No, he's a bit in two minds in this as well.
I thought he might land here, pot, split.
Yeah. It was quite fine though.
Yeah.
Now it's got 15 shot. So you don't really it's super close. But then you
Almost
see
looks like the 14 does pass the 2, so I'm surprised they didn't play it a bit softer.
they're all just in the dough.
It's going to have to hurry up here, I reckon, because if the referee's actually watching this table, then he might start timing the players.
I've never seen that before, John.
Well,
Oh,
I think he was just looking for a wee touch. He was
Screen
looking to touch the black, it was only a wee touch.
took it ages.
John's looking for a wee touch.
Here we go!
that was a great effort.
This cuts to the middle, I reckon.
Yep. That's what he's playing.
Is this what he's playing? Yep.
Oh,
the 8 got in the
no.
way!
Oh, he's made the 8 too. That's sick. It just put Sam to the hill.
So 3-2 to Sam in the most unlikely fashion.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Oh, that would rip your underwear. That's how unfortunate that is.
Yeah, because I lost to Barry. It was a lemur and a Barry. Yeah, because if I beat Barry, I would have been playing a lemur.
So Sam to break the 3-2 lead.
He'll be hoping for a ball here, John.
Oh yeah.
He's got one.
One. Cue ball safe.
You're playing the one.
There's no real problems in this table.
It's the first shot though, isn't it?
I think he's going to
It's
take
not
the
an easy
9.
First shot,
He's going to take the 9.
As you say.
9 or 10?
It'll be the 9. He'll take the 9 all day.
Well, he's looking at the 10.
Oh,
Yeah, here we
Christ.
go.
No, he's going for the 2, I think. Is that the 2? He's going for the 2.
Wrong blue coloured ball. Get the 3 open, so that's removed that problem immediately.
It makes complete sense he went for the 2. When you're at the hill, you don't want to take the hard shot and leave an open table. And the smalls are there. Right, boys, how do we map it out now?
I think you got to start with the 3, 4, 7, 6.
So you're thinking
3,
maybe
4.
a 1-5 black finish?
Yep.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Although now I'd be taking the 6
Well,
and
that's
then
what
the
he's played
7
for.
and 4. That's just the way they kind of work now
Yeah,
with
no,
the cue ball position.
yeah, that's a great shot by Sam.
He's left himself just off angle here. This is really nice.
4-0.
Quarters or?
Semis. Oh, jeez, I thought
Cheated
he
the
missed
pocket, jeez.
Yeah.
Wowza.
I think we're going to see Sam run this one home. The only thing that is potential is what the angle is on the 1.
He's going to have a bit of angle, I'd say.
But I think it's definitely got to be the 1-5 black finish.
From there, yeah.
Yeah.
I just
But-
think he's gonna end up coming back with a fair amount of angle.
If he reroutes now, like
Do you reckon he kind of
Can he
sort
follow
of
through?
punch screws this? Like a punch screw with a wee bit of side to throw it into the rail.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if Sam got on the 5. So he could play the 5 into the same corner
pocket.
now. Same pocket, yeah.
5 goes in the same pocket.
Yeah.
And that's naturally where you're running.
And if he's
Oh,
No, he's going to go
What's
off the
he
side
doing?
Yeah,
rail
that's what I
and
mean,
put
it's-
5 in the middle. Okay. Here we
Oh, that's
go.
a
It's
great
coming
shot.
back
Just keep
nicely.
going.
that's lovely. To the corner.
Yeah.
Corner if it's on.
Well,
Stop shot.
do you go to the corner or do you screw into the 9? 5 in the middle.
Long stop shot.
Go for 20 cushions on this shot. Yeah.
Stop shot. You really can be simple stupid, remember?
That's why you're riffing.
That's why
You
you're
think he's got too much
playing.
angle.
I know I'm not good enough. That's
Oh, I just actually didn't look at the 5 to the corner.
I'll never admit that.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see Sam squeeze it in the middle.
Being
I just
just
don't
off
know how to
angle.
call her because he's
He is. He's
Being
playing your
just
shot.
off
He's
angle,
I
playing
told
you
you,
reckon he
right.
might try
And
for
he's
the
going to use the
middle?
9 to hold.
might just work for black.
Oh, just
That'll do well.
well, I didn't get it all right, but I got closer than you guys.
Now he's got to watch out for his cue ball here.
Oh, Sam will put some fly on this, no doubt. Stun up to about this diamond.
He's nailed it.
Play it with top.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Well done, Sam Hopkinson.
Well done, Sam Hopkinson.
4-2 over Matt Fisher. He moves through to the semi-final.
Matt made one mistake, cost him a frame, and Sam capitalised for the match.
Au revoir.
So at the moment we do not have any games being streamed, but soon we shall have a semi-final for you guys.
I believe we'll have one semi and the final of the ladies at the same time.
Okay, so the semi-final of the main event plus the final of the ladies are going to be on at the same time, so you're going to get a double treat, folks. Stay tuned.
And I see Alex Stones is here now, so you'll have the voice and Stonesy on the commentary. I'll invite him over. Treat.
Yeah. So we are just awaiting the winners of the two other quarterfinals at the moment. Not too sure what the scores are, so I'll have to go and check for you guys. The other two quarterfinals, by the way, are Barry Henderson versus Alima Pinelli and Dan Bowen against Murray Campbell. But the way I believe it's going to go is that one of those two semi-finals is going to be shown on stream, and the other one will be the final of the ladies when that is arrived at. So we do have, I believe, a semi-final being played, which is Jojo Coleman against Maxine Soul. I do know that Larissa Devine has won through to either the semi or the final. too sure, to be honest. Be a bit of a waste of time to come here and do nothing.
Oh, my reason for coming here is to have the streaming gear for the South Island.
Oh, yeah.
And to see you as well.
But of course.
Oh, mate, if you're doing commentary, they make some.
Oh, that was an awesome tournament.
Such a good idea.
Just to answer your question, Greg, no, it's not all over. We're just awaiting the results of 2 of the quarterfinals to be played, and then we can hook into the semis and then have the final of the ladies being played as well at the same time. So Adam Lilly is through to the semi-final, as is Sam Hopkinson. At the moment, Dan Bowen and Murray Campbell are playing each other, and Barry Henderson's playing Alima Pinelli to get into the other semis. So that's where we're at the moment. There is, I believe, a few other matches, assorted games to be played as well, like the final of the flight events. So you've got those games being played as well, but our main focus is going to be on the ladies' final and then on one of the semi-finals of the main event, of the open event. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past any of these guys being here. Stevie Denton, of course, did not enter this event this year. He chose to have the weekend off to spend with his wife, which is fair enough. But yeah, both Sam and Adam are queuing especially well, so if they are on opposite ends of the draw, then that would be my pick for the players to go through to the final, unless of course Danny Bowen has anything to do with it. Then it could be a Danny Bowen versus either Sam or Adam final. I have to have a look at the draw, Greg, to determine who plays who. I will also find out exactly where the ladies are up to. I do believe the final, we're waiting on the result of the semi to get the final, but I'm not 100% sure.
score? 4-3.
Yeah, I just had a look. The semi-final between Jojo Coleman and Maxine Sol has just finished. Jojo has won that, and she will be playing in the final versus Larissa, so that game will be streamed. Elima Pinelli has beaten Barry Henderson in one of the quarterfinals, so now we're just waiting for Murray Campbell versus Dan Bowen to be finished. Murray currently leads Dan 3 frames to 2 in that match, and it is a race to 4. So we're not very far away, folks, from having 2 more games being streamed for y'all. So please remain patient. You will get your reward very soon.
I've just put that on so people can see it.
Alright. Alright, Adam and Greg. Lily will play against Elima in one semi-final, and Sam Hopkinson will play the winner of the other quarter-final between Murray and Dan. So that's where we're at now, just waiting for Murray and Dan to finish. Currently Murray leading 3-2. And I do believe the final of the ladies' event will be a race to 5.
Final of both.
In fact, the final of both events will be a race to 5. The semi-final is still, I think, a race to 4. But the final will be a race to 5. So it will remain to be seen which of the 2 main event semi-finals will go on the streaming table. But we do definitely know who the women are in the final. So we are just looking at the names being put on the screen right now. And thank you to Paul.
I've just got to get another match finished before they put this final on.
I'll start sharing on that first.
So it's been an absolutely wonderful tournament so far, folks. Simon Singleton just asking who's left in. Adam Lilly versus Elima Pinelli is one semi-final, and Sam Hopkinson will play the winner of Murray Campbell and Dan Bowen in the other semi-final. And the ladies' singles has reached the final now. That will be Jojo Coleman versus Larissa Devine, and that match will be streamed. So it shouldn't be too long before we'll get one of the semi-finals of the main event in with the ladies' final. And those matches to be streamed, so for your viewing pleasure. Maybe, Alex, maybe you could sit in for one game and then Corey for one, depending on how Corey wants to play it.
Yeah, amazing. I do think, having listened to it a bit today, I think it's better with 2 people rather than 3. But with 3, it's just a bit too much going on. And earlier there was Chris Geary plus Daniel Cole's 4 of you, and that was sounding awful. Yeah,
Daniel was just trying to...
Yeah. So I think 2's optimal.
Yeah, I'm easy. I'll call the semi if you want to do this one.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. No one's actually shared it on Facebook.
Has there been no share? I'll give it a share anyway. Share the
Yeah, you did right, Scott. If Alima and Sam win their respective semi-finals, it will be an all-stickmen final.
Have you answered Simon, John?
I have, yes. Your mic is not on, by the way, Corey, so people are hearing a whole lot of nothing. There we go. There we go, now you're on.
Oh, thanks, John.
So Corey Reid will be commentating with me for these 2 matches, and then Alex Stones will jump on with me for the final of the main event. It would be a bit sad for Alex to come all the way here and not get to commentate on a match. Oh, you're talking about Ronnie. Yeah, I suppose it would be a good time to talk about the referees and what they do for the game. They don't get paid to do this. They do this on a purely voluntary basis, and so for them to give up their time to help these tournaments go more smoothly, they deserve a massive thank you. So thank you very much to all the referees.
Oh no, he's telling him to leave my mic off. Thanks, Adam.
Am I streaming the South Islands? No, Simon. The South Islands will be streamed, but I won't be there. I'm not actually playing in the South Islands this year. I couldn't get the time off work, unfortunately. The post-section play for the singles for the South Islands will be streamed. I don't believe any of the rest of it will be, but the singles post-section up to and including the final will all be streamed. So make sure you get your best game in, Simon.
So, just so you're aware, we just changed the table. The ladies' final's going on 8, and the main final will go on 8, and the 2 semis will go on 2 and 4.
So the ladies are over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you too, Adam.
That's why you'll see the changing thing.
Bit of love for Lightning there.
Yeah, if you're on the chat, throw out, show us who you support, who do you want to win, or who you pick for the win.
So you're a bit of a coronaphile there, Steve. You love Lightning. Look that word up, by the way.
What is the word, John?
Quarterfinal. Cereunopphile. It means a person who loves thunder and lightning.
Wow.
Like a storm chaser, for example.
Wicked.
So there's your word for the day, folks.
Can you repeat it one more time? I still haven't got the grasp.
Quarterfinal.
A quarterfinal. There you go, guys.
Just looking for a pen.
Greg East has got Adam versus Dan final.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Jody. Bit of a shame that Adam couldn't get further on today, because would have liked to have seen him play, but unfortunately such is life. Yeah, I did get a few good comments about my shirt as well. I thought I might do something different. Didn't actually help me in terms of the tournament though. I still only got to the second round. Change is as good as a holiday though.
It is indeed.
I need a pen. I'm just looking for a pen very quickly. Don't mind me.
So ladies final on the left of the screen, Jojo versus Larissa. Who are you supporting, Adam? I'm sure you're having some flashbacks to this tournament.
It'll be Sam. It's going to be Sam. Sam versus Murray. Or Dan.
Yeah, definitely don't think you're wrong there, Ray.
That's telling you, you can see what match we're going to be live streaming with Sam's going.
So it will be Sam Hopkinson, versus the winner of Dan Bowen and Murray Campbell. Apparently we're so sure Adam's going to win the other game that we're not going to stream his semi-final.
Wow.
But hey, anything can happen. Elima, if he hits his straps, is capable of beating anyone. By the way, I've just written that word down for you, Corey.
That is a word, John. That is a word. Yeah, very nice handwriting, by the way.
Thank you. Well, I write out all the documentation at work. Like whenever we need to write a service docket out for anything, I'm always the person asked to do it, because I write it with the most detail, and apparently my handwriting is better than anyone else's there. So,
We're having Sam.
So Sam, he's going to have a good opponent in his match. Murray Campbell's playing pretty solid today. He's actually been quite deep in a few tournaments of late, if I recall. John did all right in the South Island.
He's a bit of a dark horse though, isn't he? He still is. Even though we know how well he can play, you look at the field and you'd think that there are other players who would get there before him, but if it's your day, it's your day, and no one can ever take that away from you. Also, just a wee heads up, if anybody actually cares, I asked Graham Watson to get me in touch. Well, he's good friends with Chris Harris, so I asked him to get Chris to get me in touch with a lady called Frankie Mackay, who she plays for the Canterbury Magicians, so she plays women's cricket for Canterbury, and when she had a long injury layoff, somebody said to her, well, you should do some broadcasting and do some cricket commentary. So she said, okay, I'll give it a go, and when she's injured or not playing, then she jumps on the mic and commentates on the cricket for I think, Spark Sport. So hopefully I can speak to her and pick her brain about how I can get myself into some more mainstream broadcasting. That would be awesome.
That'd be great, John. That'd be great. Like I say, I'm still filthy at you for not live streaming on Tuesday.
Oh, get over it.
I enjoy your stream, John. It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
No, I get that. You will definitely get one this Tuesday. I'm not sure. Even if I lose 5-0 and play like absolute rubbish.
I'm holding you to this already.
And I'm still filthy with myself. 3 days later, I'll still do a stream. Simon's picking Sam to win this tournament.
Yeah, I think Simon had a good match with Sam at the Easter Classic. Sam was actually a finalist. I think he fell short to Steve Robertson from memory. But great feat to make that final. It's not an easy tournament. I've not played it, but I've seen the field. And you know, is it 4 go through, John?
4 in each section. I think there are 8 sections.
10 players per
10
section?
in each section, and only 4 go through, so it's cutthroat. And also it's happened again how we've just been speaking about Sam and he appears over our shoulders.
He's fizzing. He's ready to go. There's a lot of support for Sam in the comments for the win and to be in the final. So
yeah, Adam Shaw and Simon Singleton, who are both pretty high up in this sport, have both picked Sam to win this. And John Pitcorn, sorry, I did see your comments, is a massive Larissa Devine fan, so he's wanting Larissa to win that game against Jojo.
Does he play in the circuit here, John? Or I've seen him on the streams commenting a few times.
I think he plays Super League, but I don't believe he plays Interclub.
Right.
I could be wrong though.
3-2 to Murray.
So the current score in the other quarterfinal was 3-2 to Murray Campbell over Dan Bowen.
Good thing it's a race to 4 still. Only because I just want to see some action on these 2 tables.
Oh, Jans has called you out there, John. I think you better respond to that.
Sorry, yeah. No, thanks for that, John. River Rats, which would explain why you're so...
Oh, makes sense.
Oh, and she's your captain, even more so.
Well, is Jojo defending, John?
Yes. But I believe she is. Funny how the other defending champion of this event didn't play, but I did go over that before and thought it was fair enough that you spend time with your wife and your family.
Nah, he's just scared, ain't you, Steve? No, fair call, mate, fair call. You're a committed family man and much to be respected by that. It's not easy to turn down a tournament when you're defending, so good on you, mate. A 4th.
On cue stream.
Wow.
So on cue is one word. So I heard some applause off to our left. I think Dan Bowen might have won a frame, so if that's true then it's 3-all.
Danny won 4-3.
Oh no, Dan Bowen's just taken that match 4-3, so we've got a result. Dan Bowen is our 4th semi-finalist, so he will be playing against Sam Hopkinson on the streaming table. This ought to be a lot of fun, folks. Sam and Dan playing each other. Expect nothing but attacking pool.
I'm just going to say for you everything now, John. I'm not going for a single thing.
Did you guys hear that?
I'd just like to add, I think Dan was actually quite a late entry to the field. Nearly got timed out yesterday. They were doing the last call for Daniel Bowen yesterday.
He was probably the 5th reserve as well.
Yeah, I did see something on Facebook pop up that he's... Can I still... Can I still enter?
Okay.
So we have Sam and Dan, one semi-final, and then we have Adam and Alima in the other, and then as you see it, Jojo and Larissa in the ladies' final.
Trying to get an update on the match.
Yeah, is that it? Because Donkey's driven.
Yep.
Is he playing
Too right, Steve. It's
for-
going to be a cracking match, that one.
Is he playing for Kaiapoi? Which club is Danny representing? Which club does Danny represent?
Hornby.
I know that's where he was playing.
No, he's under Hornby. Yep. Danny's under Hornby, mate.
Hornby.
John didn't believe me, so he's just waited for 5 clarifications.
As is my wont. There we go. So,
Do you know where we're up to in the flight events, John? I see Kumar playing Stefan. Is that a final?
I think so. Yes, no, you did right. Radiology, and this is what I encourage people who are new to the game to do, is to seek out better players and play against them. You might get beaten badly in quite a few occasions, but the lessons that you're going to learn from playing those players, that are worth more than anything, and it will help you become a better player, and it will also teach you, I believe, how to lose gracefully, which is something that you do need as a young player. Is you learn how to lose well. So, because you're going to do a lot of losing when you're young, you're only just starting to play.
It is
And-
certainly easier to smile
Yeah.
after a victory, isn't it, John, than
It
after
is.
a loss?
It is. Just ask Donna Chill. I mean, win, rain, shine, lose, win. She's always smiling, and that's exactly the sort of energy you want. I just need
Absolutely.
more Donna Chills in this game would be absolutely fantastic. So 5 minutes apparently, and then we will have these two games starting off. It's 5 minutes for us to talk a bit more rubbish, perhaps.
How about the numbers, John? We got pretty phenomenal numbers for this event. Was there 150 combined between the open and the ladies, or how many sections do we have? 17
We had
times 6. You'll be able to do the math.
17 open, and I think 8 in the ladies, so that would
So what's that,
make
102?
25. Yeah, 25 in all, but yeah, 102 for the main and 48 for the ladies, making 150 in total. And we had quite a few reserves too, so if players couldn't play, then there were always reserves ready to come in, so you never got any buys.
No, it's good what they're doing. Even taking the next best, I certainly needed that one today, John.
What's this for?
You know, with filling the field just with the buys, you know, they're not having buys. We've seen it time and time again. Someone qualifies hot, and then they come up against someone that's had a match before them. They've got a buy into the next round, whether it be the 32, 64, and they go in cold against someone who's just had a good warm-up match.
Yeah, and they get beaten.
Mixed opinions on the whole thing.
I actually like the idea of everyone being on the same keel, as it were. I know that people will say, well, that's the nature of the game. If you get a bye, then you've deserved it through playing well the day before. But sometimes you do get disadvantaged with the fact that you get a bye.
Yep, no, I think
Depends
it's...
on where you sit as to whether that's fair or not.
Yeah, no, I think you're dead right. I mean, if you've had a bye and then someone comes in, I mean, you've seen it time and time again, top players drop out.
I'm just trying to work out how Paul managed to make the commentators' names come up on the screen. I'm going to have to. What I'll have to do is ask Paul to do it. kind of hanging around here, but he's still doing a lot of the computer-related stuff. So I'll ask him to stick the our names on the screen so everybody knows who's doing the commentary. How do you put the commentators' names on the top of the screen?
Yeah, you're right, Phil. Adam's top quality stuff, right up there with the best in the country. There's a few young ones that might come along to give them a scare in time, and Shaden McKenzie's probably one of them. Few years yet, but yeah, showing great signs of what a player he'll be.
It's a Shaden.
Yeah, Shaden.
He's only 16 as well, which is scary. Now, the thing about Shaden too is that, I mean, I played with him when he first started playing when he was only 12 at Woolston, and he showed glimpses of how good he could be then, and his game has just gone up in leaps and bounds, and him playing for the Richmond Stickmen is, I believe, the best thing that could ever happen to him, because they've got such a good atmosphere for play there.
100%.
Adam Lilly, yes, he is still in. He will be playing in the other semi-final that isn't being streamed, but we will endeavour to give you the scores in his game as we can get them. Yeah, Australia's now available to actually go across to Australia now, I believe. So if you want a holiday over in Oz, then you can go.
Ryan King, Adam is playing Alima Pinelli, last year's semi-finalist, who fell short to Steve Denton, who ended up winning the event. So it'll be a good battle there. Alima's very capable player and snooker background. But John said he was hindered with a sty on his eye.
Well, I say that and yet he's still in, so maybe he's managed to play himself into some form. So I saw him against Tony Rousel before, and he wasn't playing his best pole, but sometimes that happens and you get a little bit of that luck go your way, and that spurs you on to great things.
It's all going to start with the break.
As all matches start, Corey.
Yep. But the big question is Adam's break. Will Adam continue to slow break? He's not cracking them open as per normal. He said that yesterday they all come up dry. So
Keep an eye on the other matches for other times for you.
Oh, thank you.
Give updates.
So Paul's going to be our go-between in terms of the scores for the other semi-final. So at the moment we've got 75 viewers, which is brilliant. So just tell your friends and your family that this thing's happening. We will be getting matches on very, very soon, so your patience will be rewarded, folks.
like, share and subscribe.
Get ourselves to 100 plus.
Get the voice out there.
The voice is out there.
He is out there, John, but get him further out there. You're building something great, mate. You're building something great.
Just make sure the bridge is long enough for me to come back if you're going to do that.
Not a one-way.
Nah. Exactly.
So who have we got watching? There's a few of you that are regular on the chat. Some others obviously silent
John,
viewers.
Steve, Radiology, Ryan. Stevie D, Adam Shaw. Brittany Kidd was watching. Not sure if she still is. There are a couple of other games that are being played as well, which are off camera, that maybe they're being monitored as well, which could be why we're not having any games just yet, but hopefully we will get these 2 games on very soon. Thank you, Carl. Yeah, I forgot to mention you. I'm sorry about that, Carl. Yeah, you're a regular viewer on the stream.
Where's Carl? He's in Hanmer, isn't he?
Yep. He works in one of the Kiwiana/Fudge stores in Hanmer.
He makes a big venture over for pool, eh? Weekly
Hell
pool.
yeah.
Still playing Super League, I assume, Carl?
Yeah, he treks nearly 2 hours to Christchurch and then 2 hours back.
Committed. 100% committed.
So I do believe these 2 matches have just been called.
Cards in the referee hands. Neil Ford, go Sam.
Thank you very much, DJ. So you'll see Ronnie popping into view. So you already see a card on a table now. That's the scorecard for the event or the match to be played.
The voice is about to make a shout out before he gets in trouble.
Oh yes, Julie Denton. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you're having a great weekend with Steve. Oh, also Francis Chapman. Yeah, never forget about Francis.
Oh yeah.
Dads, babies.
Hey Francis.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh yeah, I know. I see what you mean, Jody. Yeah, that's a very important job. That actually, a lot of people think about only the ladies who are actually having the children, and of course are extremely important as far as well-being goes. But also remember the children themselves and all the fathers or the significant other involved. I mean, they obviously need help too, so it's awesome that you're able to provide that service. Brandon Lafaele is, well, you play for Richmond, so it's a no-brainer that you'll be going for Sam.
Brandon's a man on form.
Neil Ford, yeah. You went home to cry and then you rejoiced because this is on.
That's usually what I do, Neil. Get knocked out, go home, watch the stream.
I can feel my head expanding as I say that. I should stop.
I had to get John a hat with some extra clips because the one size fits all doesn't fit anymore.
No, you had to take the hat off because it wouldn't fit anymore.
Right, Jojo racking up. She must have won the toss.
Anyway, we've got action. We've got action.
Right.
Sam was just shadow queuing on the other table and I happened to see him just mid-stroke.
Mid-stroke, John, mid-stroke.
Shadow queuing, of course. So Jojo to break. Ladies final, here we go.
Oh, it's dry.
Ugh.
It's a good spread though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame it doesn't mean much when you don't get a ball down. I think Larissa will be immediately licking her lips at this because this is an excellent position to start from. Just needs to make sure that she gets that first one and gets herself trucking on. You'd think the 11, wouldn't you? It'd have to be the 11 from here.
It's a
She's looking
thin
at the
snake.
6, so she's playing 6 off the 5.
This is a very brave start.
Obviously hates the overs that much that she's willing to risk the unders, and she's missed the shot.
A for effort. She's 100% going in aggressive. She's not going to leave any thoughts behind. Not what if, could have, should have.
Yeah, that's the worst thing if you lose a match and it's close and you go away thinking, should I have, would I have, could I have? But
Absolutely.
No point, is there? That post-mortems are for autopsies, not full matches.
Oh,
Oh, Jojo, a bit early to be missing a ball. Maybe that's could be due to the fact that players have had a bit of a wait.
so 5
Not
or 3?
Trying to make excuses, but
They both favour the smalls, John. Larissa's starting with the 5. Many players would take the easiest one they can get to first, but at this level, they're confident, they're feeling good.
well, that's exactly the point. You've been obviously playing really well to get to this point, so your confidence is right up there. You need to ride that while you've got it.
Agreed. And Dan Bowen breaks off in the Open semi-final. Again, another dry break.
We'll have to be careful to give these games both as much equal respect as we can, because I mean they're both very well worth following, and we've actually got quite a lot of support for all 4 players here. Another thing I'll have to remember is I don't want to be so loud because the room's gone quiet.
Yes, John, we'll keep our voices down. So at this stage I'm just going to commentate on the left screen because they got underway first, and Larissa's looking in a pretty handy position here. So we got 4 balls plus the black to pot for the frame. Is she going to come underneath the 9 side cushion back for the 2, or is the 2 the ball that's going to be key for the black? You know, you could go 3-1
for the black, but if the 2's on now, you play the 2, be on for the 3, and then maybe the 1 for the black. Because you can leave yourself an angle on the 1 to be on for the black in either the corner or the middle.
Absolutely,
On
John.
the left-hand side of the table.
Taking the 1 now.
Okay, so 1, 3, 2.
This
3
is
naturally to spit out for the 2. Just needs to be careful that she doesn't get involved with the 12, because that's completely the wrong crowd to run with.
just off camera. I think Lightning Lily's just racked up a frame against Alima. 1-0.
Oh, cues beautifully. Look at this.
Oh, she's got a natural angle to run into the 9. Black in the centre.
This is one of those where you don't want to worry so much about the cue ball. Make sure you pot it. And Adam is indeed up 1-0.
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Look good off the stick, didn't it?
did.
And the position on the black would have been near perfect.
So Jojo's got a little bit of work to do here. Mainly with the 13, the 10 scenario. The rest is all pretty straightforward.
She might be able to get into the 2 of them, maybe off the 9 here, although the 9's actually the wrong side.
The 15's the other
Right,
op.
so
15.
mop up the mess at the other end of the table first, maybe then get onto the 15.
Do you leave yourself a lifeline, John, somewhere? Should the if you run into those 2 balls and it not go well, do you have a lifeline option?
Oh, well, you need to be thinking top rail in that case. Well, the rail closest to us, should I say. Always be looking for that as a safety option if you don't get what you want from a split.
So play the 12.
I'd be playing that into the corner.
The 12?
Play the 12 into the corner, and then you've got the 15 and 14, either one of which would be good. But she's trusting her weight here, and she's just off angle on the 15 here. She might be able to work into the 10 perhaps.
She could miss the 10 with a bit of top right, John, and plug the 13 off the rail. Come underneath the 10 and into them.
Oh, Sammy, that's a bit wild and woolly.
Oh, he's left Dan open. Pretty open table there. Dan's just got to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Right,
Going for a
Jojo.
double. I see it already. Double the 13 and you naturally hoik the 10 out.
I think a double on that she'll go under the 10, John. I don't think she'll contact the 10 at all with the double.
You reckon she'll try to miss the 10?
Why? Just don't. We'll find out. Yeah, see?
Damn
Straight
right.
under. Good
And
posse.
now we're officially at 100 viewers too, so congratulations, folks.
Yeah, get that stream out there, people.
Get it going. 200, 500, 1,000. As many as we can get.
What's the population of Christchurch, John?
It's 370,000 roughly. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Oh, no, it's just actually...
Genuinely asking me.
Yes, I was. I figured you'd know. Yeah, good shot from Larissa there. Nothing more to do than just put the 8 in the middle. And
This would be a great nerve calmer as well, especially because I think Larissa herself would know that she's the underdog in this game, so to get the first frame... Wide is it, or was it curled in? Curled in. Great weight. Great weight.
Tiger Woods. Oh, Dan's just... Oh,
That's
just looked
wild
over
as
to
well,
the
isn't
right
it?
screen and he's left Sam fat on the 8 to the middle, so Sam will go 1-0 up.
That is a Tiger Woods shot on the black, isn't it?
It is. It just shows the Nike
Just
tick
enough-
for a moment and
It's
then
just
drops
enough, yeah, just enough weight for it to curl in. She'd hit that any harder, it would have hit the jaw and missed.
in. Just lacked the fist pump.
Yeah. I don't think we're at quite the level of sportsmanship for that, but that could come later on.
Alright, Larissa to break, 1-0 up.
Tell you what, she doesn't half hit them.
Ooh, 7
That's
in the
an
bottom right.
absolute lariat off the break.
I could take a lesson from the way these ladies break.
Both Jojo and Larissa have big breaks. Like, neither of them half hit the ball off the break. But she's timed the absolute pants and underwear off that.
And on the other table, Sam's come up dry. Who's spread the balls better, do you reckon?
I reckon Larissa has.
I'll tell Sam you said that.
Well, you can tell him what you want, just don't tell him he's late for dinner.
Which one was that?
I think she was trying for the 3, but overcut it. That was a bit of a funny one, wasn't it? Because there's two balls going towards pockets. You
Yeah.
wonder which one she was playing for.
I'm unsure.
Well, Jojo got an opportunity in the first frame early on and didn't take it. So this time you would imagine she'd be a little more cautious. She's on the 11, so that's okay. Dan's just had a mare on that. It looks like it drifted off because he was playing slowly for the 1. That needs to sit. She's on 10. Imagine she just play the weight here and
Yeah, good
be on the
option.
9 that way, and even maybe she can play off this and just sort of
So she'll float
sit
down
on
to the
13,
bottom.
15, or
Yeah.
even onto the 14.
She'll float down to the bottom just like that. What do you think the option, John? Should Jojo pop the 13 then just drop the 15 over the hole? Given where the... Is that the 10 or the 14?
Yeah, I definitely. I wouldn't be trying to pop this 15 at all.
Just put it back to Larissa and...
Just, give it back to her.
Oh,
and
what's
say,
happened over
Pick
here?
the bones out of it.
Oh, that's...
She didn't want to snooker her, though. That's a bad error in judgment. So Larissa can just take this 15 as a free ball and...
She's really going to
Move
have
the
to back
14
herself.
3 out.
You get trapped in there a little bit sometimes, John, but the 6 is a bit of a grace ball up on that tight right pocket.
True. Either way she plays it, she's got to be aggressive.
Oh, Daniel Cole's head's in the way.
He'll learn. He's only been refereeing for what, a couple of years.
He'll be a very well-established referee if he continues it on. He's got great knowledge of the game and how shots should be played and understanding of how it all works.
But the other thing he's got is excellent knowledge of how to commentate too. Like, you've heard him on commentary how good he is at actually describing shots in great detail. So that's what you really need if he's actually in the booth. Not saying that you're not, Corey.
I thought I was just going to get my rubbish
ideas.
bag and put it on for a jacket, John. Thanks, mate.
I was just describing what strengths he has, not any weaknesses that you have.
Right, so just trying to establish what Sam's on, because I've been watching the other screen.
So Sam's 1-0 up, isn't he? So I'm a
Sam-
little bit, yeah.
Sam is 1-0 up, correct.
So yeah, there we go. We've actually been a little bit slack on the score because Paul isn't here.
Sam's playing some really good form, John.
He is, and he's taking his time too over shots, and you see that sometimes with players when they're in the groove, is that they'll take everything, they'll play things quickly, and when it comes to the crunch shot, then they don't know how to slow down for it.
Paul.
Good knowledge of when to actually put the brakes on in terms of speed of play.
Oh, that's a great
Get away
up
from the
there.
7. I think he might be close to it. I don't think he can see the 8.
It's pretty unfortunate, John. He played that really positive. Oh, Larissa's just
Larissa.
gone a little bit. She was playing positive, but
Well, she had to do that for the posse. She got the posse and not the pot, so it's unfortunate. But Jojo can now have this opportunity to get square at 1. Roxanne, good evening to you.
is that the Fox? Rox the
It
Fox?
is Roxy Foxy.
G'day, Roxanne. Nice hit, Sam.
Get away from
Ooh,
Conklin
no.
and Pocket. He's unlucky with what's
Yeah,
happened
it's
there.
very
Gives the
unfortunate.
frame to Dan.
So, Adam Lilly is currently up 2-0 on Alima Pinelli.
So that could be a very quick match, folks, unless Alima can get his teeth in.
Oh, look at that. Paul's done us the favour of putting it down the bottom, John. Scrolling from right to left across your screen.
Isn't it good to have people to actually do that for us?
Oh, so many people involved in the game, like yourself, John, that just commit so much time, and I just got nothing better to do.
Then commit your time like I am.
Yeah, you're dedicated, unlike me. But it's nice to be able to sit here and commentate the semis. So
That's a
Well
lovely
done,
little
Jojo.
run out from Jojo, so she squares us up at 1, just like the other match being played. And your Paisley PJs watching this. Yeah, I mean, you made the best of a bad situation there, Roxy. If you didn't qualify, but you still made a good fist of the trophy event. So,
oh, well
Good
done,
on you.
Roxanne.
not surprised that Stevie D's a Jojo Coleman fan. They do play for the same team after all. Nothing off the break though, so it's another dry break.
Might be able to get Sanitarium to sponsor the event, John.
Why? Because everything's dry.
But Weet-Bix, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to stop with the dad
Never
jokes.
eat soggy Weet-Bix. That's how you learn your compass directions, isn't it?
So Dan's
Oh,
just missed
Dan,
the 7
he's
there, and
Wild on that.
Sam just needs to shake off that last frame. And
That's a lovely shot from Larissa. She's a bit unlucky that she didn't get more of a bump on the 1 and the 7, and that the 2's run to the rail. Love the intent though.
Sam out with the rest. His problem ball is the 10, stuck between the 2 and the 4. Has he got any others? No, it's fairly open, so how do you think Sam might develop the 10, John? Is it
Not off this ball. I think
off
he's
the
gonna
next
put
one?
this in front of the 8.
So he's dropped that
Oh,
in.
no, it was on, okay. Poor camera angle. Fire whoever put it there. No, jokes.
So that
Good time to actually thank the Daryl and Paul and whoever else was involved for putting this stream up. They do, I mean, Daryl, as well as being the MD of On Cue, and he's responsible for these tables as well as the stream, so he puts in massive hours to make this game as great as it is and to make the stream as great as it is. So big thank you to Daryl Chambers.
selfless men, aren't they?
Very, and that's what you need. I mean,
That-
Paul Shivers as well, giving up his
Yep.
time to be here for the more technical stuff.
Yep. Hence
and,
the plural of men.
and also for being around to do the score for the other match for us.
Absolutely. I mean, they're not players themselves, are they, John?
No,
But they
love the
dedicate a
game.
lot. Yes, they do.
They love the game, and they do great things for it, even though they don't play. Hi, Dad. It's Russ. Well,
Oh, I think that might be my daughter, Marissa. Hello. How are you?
oh, I get it. Oh, Marissa. Okay. Oh, Danny Bowen. That's pure, unadulterated filth. Did you see that shot he just played?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry,
Took the
John.
one off the side rail and nudged the black into the
Oh,
bunch
he's
there.
like,
Have
yes.
some of that.
Right. So Sam, is he going to try? No.
Stick
Patience.
it. Tampon. That'll
Tampon.
do.
Sampon.
Oh, sampon.
Sampon. He thought he was going to hear that for the last year.
I wonder if he heard us say that.
We better speak quietly.
Yeah,
We don't want to put him
exactly.
on. Right, so the right-hand table looks like it's going to engage in a bit of a safety battle, bit of tactics.
Dan was filthy with that. I don't think he wanted to leave the 12 on, but it's not the 12 he's looking at, it's the 13. Oh, what do you reckon? Have a go, son.
Oh, it's
Got
very
the angle for
tempting.
the split, have a go.
But you're going to send that 8 ball over to the 1, and is that the trap, John? Is that the trap? If he gets into this, he's going to clip it, and he's going to go for it. It's Sam. Oh, no, he's gone inside. That's a great shot. He's just changed the whole dynamics of this frame.
Complexion has gone from sunny to very cloudy and rainy for Danny there.
Yeah, Danny showing a tap of the table to show the appreciation.
It's the sort of shot that he'd play himself, isn't it?
100%. 100.
Shout out to Brooke Palonga as well, watching from Auckland. And a message of support for Jojo as well.
So, Alima takes the 3rd frame in the Adam Lilly Alima Pinelli semi-final. So it's now 2-1.
So there we go, I've just updated that.
Larissa's played a good shot there. It was in or out. Didn't
Just
really
having a look
matter.
to see exactly what the layout is and who's on what. Oh, Jojo must be on the overs because she's queuing up the 14.
Yeah. Larissa just missed the double on the 7, John.
You'd have to think advantage Larissa in this frame.
Absolutely.
I'd say you'd play the plant now, eh?
Yeah.
2 under the 6, play the plant now, get it done.
I think you want the 2 to just go a little bit chunky, rail first, so then it collects the 14.
But you don't want to push the 14. Well played.
No, that was a good point,
She
actually,
she
John.
didn't actually like it though. I don't know why. Maybe no, she hasn't snookered Jojo. That was my first thought. But I think she just wanted it in so that she could then play the 2 after that if it was on. goes to show you what she's thinking right now. Is take the game to Jojo. Jojo there attempting to tie the black up even more and still left it on, but I tell you what, it's going to be difficult for Larissa to avoid a snooker here.
She's thinking about it, John. She played a great shot.
Jojo's going to be asking her for a snooker here. I honestly reckon this could be a snooker.
No.
She's not even considered it though.
No, I think the two's just set back far enough.
Wait, too hard.
On the other table though...
It's not a bad foul to give away though. I know it looks bad, but it's a combo. She's still got to work for it, doesn't she? The 8's difficult to get onto.
Unlucky Daniel Bowen.
There's almost a school of thought that says play the 7 last. I know it sounds stupid.
So...
Yes, it is, Katrina. Just at the bottom of your screen there. Oh, she's managed to... Well, she's tried to make the black more on, but she's actually tied it up more.
She's left herself in a tough area too, not to leave...
She can get this white ball on this near rail here. The rail near where the 9 and the 8 are, then... Was that Dan or Sam?
Sam got that. Dan played a good split pot and was unfortunate to pot one. Oh, good try, Larissa. That might not be a bad result. But, yeah.
It's a free ball, but there's not a hell of a lot Jojo can do with this. So 7's actually a pain being there. I don't think it blocks a pot on the 2, but just for travelling up and down the table, maybe.
So, John, is a shot maybe to play a soft face cut, put the 7, nominate the 7, put the 7, tie it up in the mix with the 8 and the 9 and try and send the white long?
That's one way she can do it. She'd have to be faithful to her weight though.
She might be able to get the 2.
This could be on, isn't it?
Oh.
She's tried it anyway. I just wondered whether the 7 might have been on off the inside of the jaw off the 2 for the split. So that really is tough now. She's got to think about her cue ball as well as where the 9's going. If she can hit this 9 thin enough, she might be able to put it in front of the 7 or otherwise mess it up.
It's tough either way you look at it, John.
Or she could play, if she trusts the table, she could play a slow rolly type shot and just miss the 8, hit the 9 and have the cue ball just drift past the 8 and only leave Larissa a double. That would require so much table trust though.
How many people favour a double? Yeah.
She's tried it, and I tell you what, apart from the 9 being near the rail, it's not a bad shot. This is not easy for Larissa, and she's got a lot to think about here. Let's just have a quick look at what Danny's doing here. I mean, this is looking fairly ABC, isn't it?
Straightforward. Straightforward. He's going to take the 14 now. Will he?
At which point do you take the 9 though? That's the ball that strikes me as being a problem.
I think the 12, if you get the right angle, is that oh, Danny.
He tried to rip the pocket off there.
I'm not really sure what he was after there.
That, and I think he was trying to play the plant after that. There might be a half a pocket on here for Jojo, you know. No, she's ground it. You'd think Larissa would mop this up. She's got the right angle for the black here.
Oh, Sam.
Now Sam's returned the favour.
He's let Dan back in with the chance.
Do you take the double here on the 9? Tell you what, it's staring you right in the face. Do you do it?
I'll tell you what, if Dan plays that double, it will go in with speed.
Yeah. it'll go somewhere with speed anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
See where he's pointed though? That's if he's taken the 13, that's where he wants the white to hit. And Larissa's mopped that frame up as expected, so she goes 2-1 up.
This is going 1,000. No, he's just played pocket weight.
And so it should be. Look at where he's left himself for the 12. Why is he... Is he not on it?
He might be just...
He's... No, he mustn't be on it. He's shaking his head like he's just...
Nah,
the 11's
Dan,
in the way.
Yeah, Dan's not on it, John. He'd be down playing that in an instant. Oh, where you
Get away
going?
from the 7.
Oh, he's on it now.
Oh, that's okay. Now he needs to be careful that he misses the 5 on this. If he hits the 5, then it could spit towards the 1. So he's looking to take 2 rails here.
This is a 13. Ooh!
Did hit the 5.
Oh, he's
but
got away with it.
Okay. In fact, he's better than okay. He's the right side of the 11 now.
One cushion?
Yep.
One cushion.
1 rail, play it.
Centre,
pocket
centre.
weight.
Centre.
Well, it's pocket weight, isn't it? Because it's on an angle.
Yep.
You're naturally going to go back towards position on the 13.
Yeah. But fair to say it's about a half ball contact. Oh,
Overcut it. That was the danger. Playing at pocket weight, sometimes your cueing isn't quite the same.
he's just off, Dan, isn't he? He's not 100%.
He's at 90%, isn't he?
Just
That's generally not good enough against Sam, is it? You want to be at a full hundy against Sam, or he'll mop you up. Do you reckon he takes the 2 here? The reason I say that, he's going to promote the 7 near that top pocket.
and he can hold off the 7 for the other balls. You know,
And he's got the 11.
Whoa.
Well, shove that up your rectum, John. Just take 7 instead.
Yeah. I don't even know why you looked at the 2, John.
Because it was there.
Yeah, no, I thought he was going to play 2 as well.
Now
So
if he's got an angle here on the 2 that he can sort of mosey on for the 4 in the other middle pocket.
just clip the 11 on the rail. Oh no, he's gone into it. Nah, he's not worried about anything
Playing that
but
for the
finishing.
to cut the angle
Yeah.
down.
He's simply playing for the finish, John. He's not worried about where anything is other than where his cue ball is.
It's just done. That'll do nicely. This is just where you need it for a...
Be 1, 5, 6
Yeah.
black. So 6 onto the 1. He play the... Oh no, he might go for the 6 now because it hasn't... Yeah, it hasn't quite landed.
Doesn't want the ball over the hole last.
Not when it's sitting above the jaw either, close to the cushion.
And not with the 13 being there.
He'll just get low on this.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Now he just needs to play this pocket weight, I believe, or just take the rail enough. If he plays this just hard enough to come off the rail, that'll be good because...
You don't even have to hit a rail, John. You can just drop it in.
No, but just for your queuing.
Positive off the rail,
yeah.
but he'll probably just stun it.
Yeah, well, it's on in the other pocket, and stuns his natural game.
Yeah, it is. That or a big lasso topspin.
Yeah.
He loves his big topspins.
So bang, in she goes.
Yeah, good
so
shot.
Sam Hopkinson very quickly onto the hill here. And Sam's just off for a toilet break, so that match will be on short hiatus. So we'll have a look at Larissa versus Jojo now, and Jojo at the table on, I believe, the unders. And immediately the 3 strikes you as the problem.
Absolutely.
I just think that she'd be wanting to give herself an angle on the 1 here, or the 4. Or maybe she's just going to take the 3 now. And
Straight under the 13, you
Yeah.
reckon?
I thought she might have wanted to try and get that out, but Instead, she's tried to take her medicine, and it's bitter.
Do you know if Larissa's won the Canterbury Ladies before, John?
She's won the Canterbury Ladies pairs before with Aileen Barnes. I don't think she's won the singles though.
And
So this would be a debut singles win for her if she does go on to achieve that.
and back in the comments, I think JoJo's on her fourth title.
Someone said that she's going for number 4.
That's incredible.
Even to win 1, I'd give a Lynn to win 1. Oh yuck!
Would you give your Q arm?
Yeah, I can always buy a new one. That black's just ended up so ugly. It's just ended up right in the way.
Good option.
That cuts down the options for the black now.
You would think it would be 1, 3, 4, and then the black back into the same pocket as the 3.
The 1 for sure, but whether it's the 4 or the 3 next, I'd favour the 4 last,
Given-
as you said, because it's closer to the black.
But given the angle, she's going to play the 4.
What, now, or...?
I think so. I would still be going 3, 4 black.
Oh,
yeah, she's
great
going that
shot,
way.
Sam. Not sure whether he wanted the second one to drop, but definitely got the first one. Sammy's just having a wee laugh about the cue being dropped. Just looked
Yeah, there you go, John.
That's perfect. That's beautifully played. I think it's because you've got people setting their glasses on the table and tapping it every so often.
Nice, JoJo.
Scott.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it go in and out, sorry, Scott, but
So-
maybe what we see is slightly different to you.
So JoJo squares us up at 2 for the ladies.
Oh, good tight matches, John. Sam's looking pretty dominant
Sam's
in the
looking
other
to
match, though.
Wrap this up though. He's got the bit between his teeth, well and truly.
He might be the new Lightning if Adam doesn't hurry up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did he
unlucky.
get good? Well, is this actually on for a plant? As if it is, you know he'll be going for it. He looks a bit disgusted with it though, like he's ended up with the booby prize.
I can't.
There's not enough. The 15's not enough away from the cushion to enable him to go between the rail and the 15 to pot the other ball down the rail.
Any obvious safeties, John? Develop them and sit behind the
Sit
one.
behind the one.
It's the only thing I can see
Just
that.
stick it over the hole. Nah, needed to hit it harder.
So Dan's just got to do his work now.
He's almost got a free hand here, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's no real problems. The only thing that is real, I suppose, is the fact you have to do it and there's pressure on the line. Dan's 3-1 down in the match. They're all there, but Sam...
Game changes when you're 3-1 down, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I was in a similar situation, first match up against Dan, 3-1 down, thinking, if only. But, you know, he's on the other side of it now, and how will he come out of it?
How the game changes.
You think...
What point do you get on the 1 here?
I think now, I think as early as possible.
It's a bit soft, but he can use the 3.
I think...
So I think Kumar's won one of the flight events, by the sound of it. Kumar Balachandran.
Paul Morris is unscrewing his cue, so Paul Morris must have been the finalist. I didn't actually catch who was playing, but
Yeah, it's
well
Paul
done,
against Kumar.
well done, Paul, and congratulations, Kumar. I think Kumar's very wrapped with his game, John. He's just his progression over the years. He's, you know, the more I talk to him and he
looks
talks
solid,
about his
doesn't
game.
he?
Yeah, he does. He's just happy. He's a happy chappy at the best of times, but he's content with his game and.
Oh, that's the way to be, isn't it?
Dan's mapped this out pretty well. He's got a natural transition here. Doesn't have to do more than a stop shot. Yeah, just like that. It's on for the 4,
And then
black.
just play a little rolly shot and sit nicely for the 4.
Do you recall who broke first in the match, John?
I think the game must be over. The game between Adam and Alima, because I just saw the players shaking hands.
I think
from the looks of it, I think Adam's won.
Yeah, he didn't like my comment before that Sam might be the new Lightning, so he's just gone and ran a few racks.
So Dan with that frame to get to 3-2. I've just got to nip away to the toilet very quickly, Corey.
All good, John. So we'll focus on the ladies' games. Congratulations to Kumar, who won the flight event, the main flight. There was no flight for the plate. And so Larissa playing the big ones. I would suspect her next shot will be the 12. That'll bring her into play for the 9 or the 10. The 11 looks like it's probably only going to go in the left middle. So maybe she'll play the 10 to get on that. Or she might go 9 in the left middle, 10 top right, try and get an angle. 11 left, 14 bottom right, black same pocket or bottom left. Completely winging it here. Oh, let's see. Doesn't look like she's quite got the angle. Sam just missing to the middle on your other screen. So I think if she tops this one right through, well, she's going to play the 14 now, but the 11 is the definite problem here, and she couldn't quite get onto it. But she's playing a great stick. Both of the ladies, in fact. Great final. I think the youth is taking over. Oh, that was a pretty good attempt. That was a pretty good attempt to get back down table for that 11. So you can still cut this in. Double it, maybe? What do you reckon, guys? Where's she going with it? Where's she going? On the other screen, Sam's is sniffing it. Larissa just played a great screw off down the rail there, John, but she's opted for a safety. The 11 was always her problem ball. She didn't quite get deep enough into it, but nonetheless, it was pure down the rail.
Yeah, damn it, I wish I'd seen that.
Oh, she was almost making the run out. Sound like I knew what I was talking about.
Also a quick shout out and thank you to my wife Stacey. She got us sushi for dinner when I'm finished here.
Nice, John. Nice. What kind of sushi do you get?
Well, normally get
you like a
chicken on rice.
teriyaki chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah. No salmon?
I don't like salmon.
Oh, John, it's the best.
I don't like salmon.
Maybe salmon doesn't like you.
What a great starter.
That's a great shot.
The $3,000 comp in Tokoroa. I'm sorry, Healy, I can't answer that.
Are you in the comp, Healy?
I'm imagining you'd be in there somewhere, wouldn't you?
Should have won it by now. No, if you're in it, mate, I hope you're going well. I didn't actually realise there was a competition in Tokoroa. Is there a stream on that?
I hope so. I'm not going to be there, of course, but I would like to watch it, if there is a stream on that.
Just ask them to hold off until the Canterburys are done.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either, John. Oh, Jojo's playing some pretty handy cue shots here.
Nothing's easy, though. Everything's still difficult. It's a shame that you'd play that, but she's still not actually left herself on much.
No.
I just wonder if now she'll be looking for a safety shot. Sam's tried to jam that 11 in behind the 3 and been unsuccessful with it.
Oh, double kiss, double. Ooh.
Oh, filthy snooker now.
Okay, John, she's going to take the 7, surely. 7 to the right middle. Up.
7 to the
up,
middle and
up for the 11.
Hope you use the 5 to hold.
What are you holding for? We just run up table.
It's
my opinion.
I don't know. I honestly don't know, Healy, but I'll have to ask around, because if any of the better players know about it, then definitely I'd imagine they'd put some interest in.
I wouldn't think there'd be many other South Island players going up for it, just due to the timing of the South Islands next week. But if anyone was, you'd have to pick it be Simon Singleton. He plays everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he basically lives out of his cue case, doesn't he? Oh,
That's a good shot.
Wait.
Did she play it the way I said, John? Just asking.
No, she actually went to pot the 11 in the middle, not the corner.
Oh, did I say corner?
But either way, it's worked out just fine for her.
Well done, Larissa.
3-2, she leads.
She holds the better half of the match at this stage. Score line.
It's months away. Okay, well, obviously that gives our players some time to actually sign up for it.
What is the competition, Healy?
I tell you what, if I find out about this, and I want to find out more myself, Healy, because I would love to go and play in something like that. Just for something different, because I don't play in a lot of those more exclusive type events. I mean, also it's a great opportunity to see people I've never seen for a long time and to play in a different environment. Who's my pick to win the South Islands? Jesus, how long's a piece of string, Michael?
You going to back South, John?
I'm not playing in it, so I can't win it.
Oh, yeah, she's not playing?
No, I couldn't get the time off work to play in it.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, it was a shame. I would have loved to have gone to Waimea. But I mean, I still think the way he's playing right now, I would still back somebody like Adam to win that. Bloody hell, really.
John's got to make a decision, show or hide.
I'm going to show it, but the next one gets hidden. Jojo here on the overs.
I think BJ means brass jug, John.
Yeah.
Brass jug is a trophy, isn't it?
Must be.
The brass jug?
Apparently it's worth a lot. Especially if it's Phil giving it away. Danny, they're just playing cagey. See, look at where the 9 and the 1 are all hooked up against each other, so he's definitely got the run of this frame, and so Sam, I would think, would perhaps pot the 10 and possibly try to put the 11 between the 2 and the 3. Oh, I actually forgot you were playing, Neil. But
oh, he's paired with Simon Singleton.
Oh yeah.
We should ask who else we've forgotten about.
I definitely wouldn't discount you, Neil. I think that if you can get a good run in, then I definitely think you're capable of winning it.
He's the Whitestone snooker champ.
I'm only going on what I actually know and what I've seen before.
Did you know that, John? Neil won the Whitestone
No, I did
snooker.
not.
Beat Mark Canavan.
Ooh.
Well done, Neil, again.
Don't know much about snooker, but I know Mark Canavan's one of our best players.
He wins everything till Neil's involved.
That's how good he is.
Absolutely.
I think Danny's got a little bit lucky there because the 14 didn't go in the middle pocket, which is not his ball, but it's actually gone to the other side of the pocket as well. Well, you got fellow love for your pommy friends, do you, Steve?
Oh! Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oops.
With the 9 being where it is, you'd think he'd be playing for the plant here, wouldn't you? You'd have to play the plant.
You have to make sure of it too.
Definitely. That, if anything, makes this shot more difficult because you know if you miss it, you're pretty much cooked.
He's lined up straight.
Yeah, I think he just wants to make sure of it.
Yeah.
He's not too worried about anything else. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh no.
The one ball that he absolutely needed to pot, and he's missed it.
He's
He'll be sick to his stomach.
yeah.
Definitely will not be done with the sickness at the moment.
That's the one that wakes you up in the middle of the night if Sam takes us out. Oh,
That's not going.
he's not worried though. I mean,
He's just making sure that he got it somewhere near the hole.
Danny's going to work his way around the table through these 2 balls to try and end up on that bottom cushion for a double back. Oh, I don't know. I think he needs to get close.
If he can pot that and get anywhere close to this 2,
I think-
or even near the bottom rail for a double.
Yeah, I
you're
think-
just pointing at it there, Corey.
Yeah, John, I think he wants to be on the bottom rail between the middle and the right diamond, closest to the bottom right corner, because if he's too far away, he runs the double kiss. If he lands really bad, I was going to say he'd fancy Danny trying to do a Marcus double, triple or something.
Something.
Yeah, a
At this
Danny,
stage of the game, it's a something.
a Danny special. I mean, he's up against it like as it sits, but never rule Danny out.
Well, the first thing he needs to make sure of is that he pots the 5. Pot
Absolutely.
the 5, see if you can get yourself on the bottom rail,
Oh, get down.
run into the 9.
So he's
sorry,
open-
the 11.
He's opened up for something. He's looking at the Marcus, but I think it's too close to the 9.
It's too
But
close to the 9.
if anyone was going to make this shot, Danny Bowen will make it.
I also think maybe the 11 might help him here. If he can hit this as full as possible.
Oh, I
there
see
you
what you're
go.
saying. Yeah, he's looking at it now. I think he heard you, John. Shh. No, kidding, he didn't hear.
To get something in the way, just to be a nuisance. Jojo's had a bit of a swing at something there and missed. Trying to get back off the 12 for the 14 and failed to pot the 12.
Honestly, if Danny gets this, man, the place is going to go nuts. Oh!
Almost got it off the 9, and he's gotten the obligatory piece of bad luck to going off.
So Sam's going to go 10, 11, 9, 8, John. It's that simple.
Oh, great shot there, Larissa. Move the 4 away from the pocket as well, which I like, so that uncomplicates the 1. That's an excellent starter from Sam as well.
Yeah. Oh, get in there.
All he needs to do really is just run this in.
Yeah, he's
It's
got it
underneath
perfect.
the 9, so that'll do just nicely.
We're about to see a match and a hill. Yeah.
And checked it off the rail. That's great for the black. So this to get to the final to play against Adam Lilly. Down she goes. So Sam Hopkinson in the final versus Adam Lilly.
Well done, Sam.
Beats Dan Bowen 4 frames to 2. So we can now cross over exclusively to the final of the women's match. Well, Larissa Devine has now gotten onto the hill 4 frames to 2.
Well, guys, thanks, John. I'm going to go and congratulate Sam and leave Alex to take over from here. Thanks for tolerating me. Hard to listen to, I know, but yeah, thanks again, John. Catch you all later.
But very good to commentate with all the same, so thank you, Corey. Stevie D for the South Islands. Yeah, he's another one of those guys who's definitely in the mix, Kirk. That's just a soft break from Jojo. She's not actually looked to power that, but she's still got a ball down. So right now, he's the stoniest man of the lot. It's Alex Stones, ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time this weekend, joining me in the commentary booth. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening, John. Good evening, New Zealand and the wider world pool community.
Ricky Hopkinson, who's funnily enough Sam's dad, asking, was that a semi-final or a semi-final? Was a semi-final. No, that game's over, so it's up to the final now.
I'm still there.
What are you doing?
I changed everything because he wasn't.
No, that game's... I'm pretty sure that game's over.
I was still at the table after you telling me it was. Yeah. That's why I just got told, like they told me it was over. I see.
What's the score in this one? What's the score in the ladies one?
It's 4 frames to 2. Currently, Larissa playing against Jojo. So Larissa leads. So we've just had a slight malfunction with the scoring.
Oh, because it's race to 5, remember?
Yeah, but I don't think the semi was a race to 5.
No.
Well, I can tell you what, John, I was just watching most of
1 hour.
Adam Lilly's semi-final against Alima, and he is on form at the moment. Adam's absolutely on fire, so that'll be a great final coming up after this. I believe we're going to wait until the conclusion of the ladies' final before putting the open final back on this table.
Yeah, 4-2 to Larissa.
So is Jojo going for the four-peat in this, John? Is that correct? I think she's won it 3 times previously. Is it 3 times consecutively? I commentated on her final last year, and I think it was the 3-peat.
If it is, then this is the 4. This is for the turkey, to use Tempin bowling parlance. At the moment, Larissa is standing well and truly in the way, though. She's on the hill, so she's been playing magnificently too. Jojo's not quite been on her game in this match, but Larissa's taken pretty much every opportunity offered.
Yeah, I saw some of Larissa's it's her semi-final against Liz Hullen, and
yeah, she won that 4-0.
Yeah, and Larissa was taking out quite a few. Looks like she likes her doubles. Took out a few big doubles to win that match.
Yeah, I've seen her play a few doubles in this game, but obviously not as many as you saw. Well, there's a chance gone begging, and conversely one for Jojo. One for Larissa now, and tell you what, she'll be... those butterflies will be just flapping a little bit harder now in her stomach. She'll know all the history going into this, but I'm pretty sure that would be shunted firmly to the back of her head.
Well, if anything, it takes the pressure off Larissa, with Jojo being such a a strong favourite, a 3-time previous champion.
Well, you love an underdog, don't we? As Kiwis. I know you're an Englishman, but it's one thing about the Kiwi psyche is that we absolutely love an underdog. Larissa very much is that, and she's on top at the moment. That's a great shot from Jojo, and she's managed to stick on the 10 as well. Just needs to make sure she doesn't get stuck in with that 3 and the 7. Yeah, well done. On either ball here. You'd imagine the 9, wouldn't you? It'd have to be.
Yeah, 9 first.
9 first and just play it sort of pocket weight, eh? You can't really jack up on it because it's too close to the cushion. So just play what you can and make sure you leave yourself straightish on it. Oh, she's foul tipped it. Dear, oh dear. Well, if all of the things to expect to happen, that would have been number 100 on the list.
Yeah, and if that's the shot that loses her a title, it'll be an unfortunate way to lose it, but it's not over yet. A lot of pressure on this final frame for Larissa.
Oh, for sure, but it's one of those that you'd wake up screaming if it were to be the case. Larissa's still got a lot of work to do though, so I think that Jojo's got a reasonable chance of getting another shot, but we will wait to find out. Prize money this year, have you got any idea, Alex?
I'm not too sure. I think traditionally these tournaments are quite generous prize fund wise in terms of they do pay out to a large percentage of the field. I think at the Open it might even be the last 32
It is,
who get paid out.
I got to the last 32 and I got my entry fee back.
I know that I spoke to Adam Shaw about this earlier in the week. Adam was a finalist from last year. He lost to Steve Denton, and I think he got $200 for runner-up.
Jeez, that seems a bit light, doesn't
A
it?
little bit on the low side when it's a tournament of over 100 people and you've paid $50 to get in.
Yeah, Adam's just commented on that now. So it's $200 for runner-up. It feels like a bit like that, doesn't it? Hey, Tracy, do you know what the prize money is for the winner and runner-up for the main event?
Both.
Oh, both.
So we're just getting Tracy is going to bring over the prize fund. So we can have a look at it.
The ladies and open.
Oh, wonderful.
So the ladies winner gets $200 and the open winner gets $400 and the runner-up gets $200 and the ladies runner-up gets $150, which you would think is a bit low, but when you're paying quite far down is understandable. It's just the question of do you want to be paying all the way down to the last 32 or not?
Yeah, I mean the winner of the open flight wins the same amount as the runner-up of the main event, which is $200.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Anyway,
I don't. Yeah, that's by the by.
Nothing to do with us.
Yeah, that's interrupting a perfectly good pool match. I think it might have come back and hit her tip. Jesus. Did it? She's walking away from the table like it's actually come back and hit her tip. So Jojo gets the most fortunate of rubs there.
This is a family show, Murray.
So Jojo will get a free ball here, and she's nominated by way of her hand, the 5. Now with the angle on the 11, you'd imagine somewhere in the middle of the table for the 9. That looks a bit light to me.
Yeah, just wanted to be a little bit further up the table, but she'll probably just come up and down.
Just pot it quietly. Jeez, I tell you what, it was a thinner cut than I thought. She's actually gotten away with this somewhat.
Yeah, she got an applause, but
Yeah.
she did get lucky.
Drops the black. Great composure showing. So 3 frames to 4 now. Jojo Coleman get that last one to stay in it. Marissa Devine's still on the hill, but having to wait at least 1 frame longer. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Steve. To be honest, I would like to not say much more about that, but you and Adam are both right. It's good to know that you got a reasonable amount of money back, Roxy as well.
Is Jojo on for the 4-peat? Is she on for the 4-peat? It's only a 4th time. It was the 3-peat last year, isn't it?
What a break that is. Go in something, come on.
Yeah, just checked with Adam Lilly, and he seems to think it would be the 4-peat for Jojo. So that'd be a hell of an achievement.
That'd be amazing.
I can't think of
So I'd have no reason to debate it.
as someone who's
The man himself has just walked into the building, Daryl Hughes, off to see the fruits of his labour.
speaking as someone who spends a lot of time looking
Away
at
from the 5.
records and past achievements. I can't think of a single 4-peat that's ever been achieved in New Zealand pool. We've had some 3-peats, but can't think of a 4-peat.
Yeah, that's dead right actually, Graham. It's talking about prize money and so on. It's the prestige from winning the event that really does sell it, doesn't it? But anyway, smack. Does she get on the 1? No, the 12's got in the way. She may be able to see the 3 just enough though. The 12 isn't glued to the cue ball, so she may be able to just see enough of the 3. Yeah, no, she's done that really well.
Nice shot, Jojo.
That shaking that you'll see is from people banging the table in applause, which I don't think they actually realise shakes the camera. Drink. Thirsty. Oh, I love this. I love what Paul's just done. He's actually shown the crowd is in the top right corner.
That's a nice shot
yeah.
from Jojo.
So he's repurposed the other camera, which we don't need now, to capture the crowd watching this game. You can see Jojo sort of top middle of that screen in the top right of your corner. So that's an excellent use of the other camera that we otherwise wouldn't need.
So one more big shot from Jojo to hopefully take us through to a decider.
Oh, look at this. How about this for a finish? Black pending, of course. Just need to cap it off here, Jojo, and make us all stand to attention.
Doesn't want to hit that black too hard and let it run into the other pocket, but it should be okay.
It's in as much as you want. Hill, folks. Get in! By the way, Ryan, the men's final will be on directly after the conclusion of this game. This table will be used for the final of the men's event, or the open event, and it will be brushed, so you will get to see that process if you're interested.
And if you're asking who that is, that's going to be Adam Lilly versus Sam Hopkinson. So hopefully that'll be coming on almost immediately after the conclusion of this frame. And that'll be a race to 5 as well.
And I will hold off getting a drink until this frame finishes. I think you need to work on your spelling, Steve. I know what you're trying to say. Maybe it would be better to say get in, belly.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate typo, isn't it?
Yeah, he's kind of let his hair just grow. Ryan used to be short back and sides, but now he's anything goes.
Got to say, there's a pretty decent crowd that's still here, considering it's a Sunday night. Normally, these weekend tournaments, by the time you get to the final, there's literally no one left, but it's good to have, what, sort of 20, 30 odd people still watching there?
It's a bit of a shame there aren't more, but as you said, oh dear, is that nerves? I reckon that nerves.
Big opportunity for Jojo now. He's got to capitalise on that.
Yeah, unfortunately being this Sunday, a lot of people would be going home and getting themselves ready for work tomorrow, but
yeah, which is
what it is.
Okay, so Jojo's opted for the smalls.
Trying to get the 5 out. Don't think she'll be too happy with that. The 3 might be on actually in the top left hole, top left pocket. I reckon that 3's on. She hasn't even bothered looking at it, so
I think she just wants to try and take control of this bottom right pocket. Oh,
double. Not to be, but that's good for the position of the white ball. Leave Larissa long here and make her fight for it.
It gives Larissa a big pocket with that 9 ball going down to the left hand side.
Yeah, that's the only unfortunate thing. She didn't actually get much of a cover. Tell you what, this does really play on your nerves though. Did you know you have to get this bang on or the frame opens up for the other player? Full aggression, and I tell you what, if that 5's not on, I think she might have gotten away with one there. She'd be looking at it like a snake eyeing up its next meal, but all signs point to that 5 actually being on. I think it's going to be the 15 and not the 9 that determines that. You did right, Sheldon, that was a thing of beauty. I like that, Alex. I like what she's done.
Yeah, it's a good safety there. Larissa just going to try and take this 14 up to the top right.
Well, she could do that, or she could run off the side of it and leave the white all the way onto that top rail. Now, she's had a go at it, and there's the problem with doing so, is the cue ball's still nice and handy to the 1 and the 4. I think she would have been better playing a safety shot there. It's all good for me to say here, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, the nerves and the pressure of the final frame decider for the title.
It's got to be the 5, doesn't it? The 3's not on. she can promote the 3 somehow.
She's
that'll
looking
be
at
a
the.
shot.
Is she looking at the plant?
No. Oh, maybe so. Well, she is. She's got it. She hasn't. Tell you what, she hasn't got a particularly good position on her ball though.
Is this what they're saying?
I'm trying to get the. Sorry, guys. Technical.
So yeah, she hasn't gotten any position on anything here. It was not a bad plant, but
She'd double the 5? Or is that a bit too aggressive?
it's probably too aggressive, especially this stage of the game and the way JoJo's playing. She's been a little more circumspect, so I'd imagine this will be a safety shot of some description. She might be looking just to try and park the white ball on the 9 here. Or park it on the black. She might have left the 13 on though. This could be half a chance here for Larissa.
This match a potential preview for the upcoming South Island ladies that will be taking place in the run-up to the Open tournament. So
Both of these players playing in this, are they in the South Island ladies?
I assume so. I'm not too sure actually. I haven't had a proper look at the ladies' draw.
It's going to be a free ball. It's a little bit unfortunate actually that she's had a go at one and it hasn't worked, and not only that, she gets kicked in the guts by JoJo being able to take one of hers as a free ball.
Now I'm able to use replays because we've got one table only.
So now, because we've only got one table going, we can replay certain shots as you've just seen. So that could come in real handy for the final. Or both finals, should I say. I just want a wee stun here, just avoid the 15 if she can. That'll do okay, but the black's now tied up, unfortunately. I think she wanted to just avoid the black and sit on the 5. Now, do you go this super aggressive route and screw straight off this into the black? She tried to get back for the 5, and tell you what, look at where this is going.
Well, chance for Larissa, and with that black tied up, she can relax a little bit. She can go for this, safe in the knowledge that that black's not going anywhere too soon.
Well, the 3 being where it is now actually might help JoJo because it is a natural ball to knock the black out. I think Larissa needs to recognise that she can't relax too much here. She's got to be still clinical in what she does. Make sure of these first 2 balls and then get down this end of the table and do some damage there. Confidence of stroke is still very much there, as you can see, so while she's still got that, she's still very much in with a chance. I'd suggest that needed to get up a little bit further, Alex. Unless she was playing exclusively for the 12. So here we go, folks. I think this is going to be the big shot of the frame. Rams it in. So what do you reckon? What do you reckon, Alex? Do you think she just takes this softly and then leaves herself for the 9?
I think so. No need to overcomplicate it. Like you say, she's getting good natural angle on the 9 here. Oh, she's going for the
13 now.
13
okay.
first.
So she's come back for the plant. I think she wanted to sit on the 9 though. But tell you what, this will be butterflies in the stomach sort of shot, wouldn't it?
This is a very difficult plant.
Yeah.
Not what you want for the title.
So it would be debatable whether she takes this on or not. Or whether she tries to leave Jojo underneath the 5 and the 3.
Well, if she does go for it and miss, then she is going to be leaving Jojo with potentially quite an easy out for the title. So it's a
I don't think she has
high risk, high reward strategy.
She's queuing it up like she is, though. This could be big. Oh, damn. Oh, it just dropped.
It's dropped.
Just as he cut away.
Doesn't look like it was anywhere near it.
Well, hello. Did she call a ball and play? I do remember there used to be a rule where it's a 10-second rule, where if it was still up after 10 seconds, it stayed as not potted. But if it went down, then it's potted. Because she left the table, maybe she conceded that the shot was over. I think Jojo was actually trying to not pot that, but she has, and now the heat's all on her. Either that or she was wanting to miss the 5, go behind it for a shot in the middle.
What would you do here, John? Maybe just try and tap the 5 up and...
Yeah, I think she's going to tap the 5 in between the 15 and the 9 here. She hit it hard enough though. Someone seems to think she has. I actually don't think she's hit it hard enough.
Judging by Jojo's reaction, I don't think she was happy with that.
Well, she's a perfectionist too, isn't she? She would have wanted that to be tucked up right in there, so Larissa didn't have any sort of shot at it.
Here we go, so she's going to cannon off.
Look at the cannon.
Oh!
Oh dear, oh dear. You don't want it. It happens. You're never really going to be tracking that 5 with your eyes, are you? I wonder if she goes for this. You reckon she goes for this? Top left pocket or off the 5 into the bottom, top right pocket, or off the 5 into the bottom right pocket.
Is she cutting it in?
Or she went for the fine cut, she got it, but she got the white ball as well.
Always going to be a danger with that shot.
To be honest, makes this more difficult. For Jojo. How's your weight? Oh, that's alright, she's not potted it, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, the cue ball control was very good.
Yeah, she really played it as a shot to nothing.
Yeah. Now it's over to Larissa. How's your weight, Larissa? You're hitting your left edge of the back as you said, or the right edge? You'd have to think left edge and try and leave it close to the 5. And she's grounded into the rail. That might work as well. But the thing is now with JoJo, she's actually got a safety where she doesn't have to worry so much about the 5. As long as the 5's anywhere near a pocket, then the cue ball's always running down table.
Yeah, advantage JoJo at this
Doesn't
point.
want to pot it though. This is the danger with this shot. You have to play exclusively to miss it. Oh, that's weak. Jeez. She definitely played to miss it, but she needed to make sure she took the rail and went across to the pocket.
And that's the situation reversed. Larissa can just move this black closer to that pocket and send the cue ball up the table.
I'd go third to a half ball here and just make sure you get it close. See now, that looks fine from here, but she's actually left a lot of room for JoJo to land the white in for a safety.
Is she going to double it?
Nah.
Do or die, John.
No, half
No.
ball, leave it on the rail.
Oh!
She's overhit it though. Hold up, no, it stopped just in time. She applied the parking brake just in time. Thought as that was rolling that it was going to go past where she wanted it. What do you do here? Do you hit it chunky-ish with a bit of left-hand side and get the white to track up table?
It looks like she's going for the double.
She got it.
What a shot!
Larissa Devine, take a bow. She is your new Queen of Canterbury. 5-4 over JoJo Coleman. She dethrones the previous Queen and wins a title for herself. Well done. And commiserations to JoJo.
Yeah, fantastic way to win the tournament by Larissa. Congratulations. Ending the, we think it was the 3-time reign of JoJo Coleman.
Yes, it was. And that was one thing that made it even better to watch, is the fact that you had a player who was playing against the very, very best, and she managed to come out on tops. But JoJo very worthy to have won this 3 in a row. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be today. So we will have the men's final very, very soon. So do not go away. Dan. You thought it was hard to watch over there, or nerve-wracking to watch. Now imagine trying to commentate on it.
Yep, don't go anywhere, guys. The open final is going to be coming up very shortly. Adam Lilly versus Sam Hopkinson.
Who called the double?
Well,
I called the double.
you did first, didn't you? I was thinking she might play safe, but then we both saw her change her angle and Alex.
So that's some good viewers, 167. That's a good spike, Man, that Daniel Cole is a mop. True though.
Right, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, give us a share, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let's get the love out there. I think we're up to just shy of 170 viewers at the moment. See if we can get over 200. Let us know your predictions for the final. I think Adam Lightning Lilly is probably going to be a lot of people's strong favourites for this match, but Sam Hopkinson's been playing solid throughout the day. Really looked strong against Danny Bowen in the semi-final, took him out 4-1. So Sam in a good streak of form at the moment.
See, this is what I do all the time.
Oh yeah.
But I can't for some reason.
Good luck, Sam.
We got up to 107.
Just give me so I can get titles if you get any.
No, only that one. That was a 10.
Yeah,
So,
winning one of the things.
nothing proper. Okay. Well, I suppose the 9 was proper, but it's a team.
Yeah, that's the BC.
So that doesn't count. Nothing yet. Doesn't know, but everyone does.
This is the one, mate.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First prediction: Jordan Mayhew, Sam Hopkinson to win 5-4. No favouritism at all there from Jordan. I think they're both Richmond stickmen colleagues. But I think for a lot of people, Sam Hopkinson was a bit of a surprise package when he got to the final of the Levin Easter Classic this year. He lost to Steve Robertson in the final there. Probably fair to say, John, a lot of people might not know too much about Sam from the North Island, but certainly for people in Christchurch, we've known about him for some time. It's probably fair to say I don't think Sam has actually won a whole lot of tournaments or sort of major titles here. I know that he was part of the BCA winning 9-ball team that went up to Auckland. That was in a team with Michael Hayes and Brent Ogg and was Greg Crudis a member of that team also?
Yeah.
Greg Crudis. So he's done some really good stuff on the 9-foot table recently, but final at the Levin Easter Classic a few months ago, I think we really saw what he is capable of. So fantastic player.
He's gotten into a few finals and semi-finals of tournaments, but I don't think he's ever won one. So this would be a massive first for him if he can get up over Adam to win this. You would still imagine Adam would be the favourite, but Sam Hopkinson, the way he played in that other game that we had streamed, he's more than ready for this. And if he can get on a roll, then I don't even think Adam would be able to stop him. He just needs to find that same cueing that he had. Adam, of course, we know how well he plays and how well he cues, so it's going to be the little things that separate winner from loser here. I don't think it's going to be anything large, because both of these players definitely can cue a ball. It's going to be the little things that determine who wins.
Yeah, well, for those of you that watched the Great Southern Knockouts last month, you would have seen how well Adam Lilly is playing at the moment. He's worked a lot on his fitness. He's doing runs and walks up and down the Christchurch Adventure Park at the moment. He looks like he's in fantastic shape, both physically and mentally, I believe, as well. And it's really showing on the table. It's playing some great stuff, and in a couple of weeks, Adam Lilly is going to be defending his South Island singles title, and he's certainly my favourite for that title. I think with the club's New Zealand rules, and with some of these shorter races, he's just so strong in these formats.
So true story, Nessa. Both of these guys have been playing like beasts as well. So it's going to be a very tough one to pick. I think so much of this is going to depend on who gets out to a quick start. Because Adam, as we've seen, if he gets off to a really good start, then he's all but impossible to haul in. So Sam's got to ensure that he can get off to a great start and take everything that's given to him, or everything that he can earn himself. Otherwise, he could be sat in his chair for a good portion of this game, and you don't win games sitting in your chair. This was a replay of that last black that Larissa sunk for the title. That is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'll be sticking that shot in my top 10 shots of 2021, I think.
Oh, definitely. It deserves to be there. Not just for the shot, but for the situation that she played it in. Could be Ricky. I know you'd be following him a little bit more closely than I have. But I wouldn't say you're wrong. Definitely wouldn't say you're wrong. Yeah, and Sam's coming. I mean, Sam's game has come through just so nicely. I remember when he used to play at Woolston and he was playing second grade, and I could see the hunger in him then. This was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. I could see the hunger in him to get better, and he asked me if I could have some practice with him and help him with his game, and had a few sessions, and then he played out for our first division team, and then he went over to St Albans Shirley to play in their Prem team, and he's just flourished ever since then. Just as I say that, Adam with a soft break to start us off, so I think what Corey was saying before is definitely true. He's not going to go 100% at his break. He's just going to keep it nice and tight.
Is that something he's been doing all weekend, John? I've not actually seen him adopt a soft break like that before.
It's been for most of the weekend, I believe. So we do have a dedicated referee for this game. That would be Ronnie Simons. So thank you, a big thank you again to the referees and to Ronnie for making themselves available for this. As I said before, they earn absolutely no money through doing this. They do it because they love the game, and the game is that much better for it.
Confident start from Sam on the smalls here.
Yeah, and if he can run through just far enough for the two to be on here, then I think that'd be the shot, because that's about the only ball that's really going to cause trouble. To get the two early, and that makes it so much easier.
Yeah, well, the only thing Sam's got to think about too much in this visit is the black. Aside from that, all his other balls are in the open.
Well, that was definitely given a good whack. You could see it reverberate through the room. Yeah, true that, radiology. And great to have you on, Des. And whether or not you've got Chrissy over your shoulder watching as well. I was saying before about how good it is to have people from across the Cook Strait watching these games. He's on the 7, that's beautiful. I think he's dead on this.
Just in answer to Michael Thompson's question, there is prize money. It's $400 to the winner of this match, and the runner-up gets $200.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's the title. As somebody said very well before, it's the title that we're playing for here. We're not so worried about the money. It's the right to call yourself the Canterbury singles champion. That's what you're really wanting. And Sam is the first time arriver, shall I say, at the final in this event, and already making a pretty good fist of it.
Yeah, and you really can't stress enough like how big Poole actually is in not just Christchurch but in Canterbury. I mean, I played in Wellington for a few years and I thought it was big there, but it's just next level in Christchurch. The amount of working men's clubs, the weekly inter-club that we play in, just hundreds of players. It's fantastic.
Well, Wellington, in contrast, there's not really that much on, is there? Which is a bit of a shame. We'd love to see it strong in all regions of New Zealand.
Well, in Wellington itself, it's nothing. It's all in the upper hut, lower hut, all the surrounding areas. Yeah.
Indeed, and thank you, Radiology, for watching. This black to take the first frame from Sam. Look out for the 14!
Unlucky, Sam.
I thought it was going to be the 15, maybe. That could be the issue. I did not see that happening at all. So, by sheer bad luck,
He did the same thing against.
frame.
He did the same thing against Danny Byrne in the semi, right? He gave away a frame on a foul black. It's the worst way to lose a frame.
Yeah, he potted one of Danny's balls, trying to play the black, and I don't think any of us were ever expecting that either. He just needs to put that out of his head now, and best way to do that is to break and clear. But nothing off the break, so he's going to have to wait and hope. He's going to have to recover from that quickly, Michael. If he doesn't, it's going to hang like a bad smell around him all game, and you just don't want that. Adam, on the other hand, he would have received an unexpected boost from that, so see if that comes through in his play.
Yeah, and these smalls are looking very nice for Adam at the moment. Be surprised if he didn't go 2-0 up from this visit.
Question that I put to you is, does he take the 2 last here? Because you look at where the 2 is in relation to the black. It's definitely 7 and then maybe the other end of the table, but you think he'd take the 2 last? Doesn't look like it, does it?
No, he's taking it now.
Looks like the middle pocket as well, which is a bit unusual because you'd expect him to slot it in the top, but if middle ensures that he gets position on his next ball, and that's how it is. So just a wee stun screw out for the 6 here, I would think, and then if he can get the right angle, he'll just go off one rail, or maybe 2 rails for the 8. Bottom left pocket. Yeah, just there. There's your second rail. If you can put it there.
Ideally
then,
there.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he's gone wide off the first rail. It's still on, but I tell you what, the way he played it too much like a punch, didn't he, instead of following through. There's a tougher chance of going an off on this. That'd be a way to start a final, wouldn't it? One each and both
2 foul blacks.
Black. So Dan Cole just... Oh, good save. Dan Cole just over our shoulders watching.
Oh, very nice.
Beautifully. Not only the pot, but to ensure that he spread the white to avoid the foul. So 2-0 Adam Lilly over Sam Hopkinson.
John, did you see the egg drag in there?
The shot on the black.
No, the one onto the far right.
See if
Probably talking about the. Don't think that's a fair break.
it was only
Understand the.
it was only
the
two
idea.
balls that hit the cushion, right?
Well, we're going to have another look at this one.
1, 2.
No, you only got 3 touchings, so that's a foul break. Doesn't seem like the players are in a rush to re-rack them, though. No, it must have been a fair break because Sam's nominated the unders. I thought it was 4 colours had to touch the rail, but apparently it's only 3. Or maybe it's 3 in the white ball.
Or the ref missed the call.
No, it's possible. It's not a rule that comes up very often. Oh, Sam, that's terrible. I wonder if he just fell off that because he was having to queue over. You see how he was having to queue over the pocket? And he kind of lost his balance slightly. It stayed out. How? It was halfway to the next shot, then had to pull up. Sam wasted no time on that. It's just a shame he couldn't promote it even more than he did. See how much the cue ball kills when it hits the 12, and didn't quite hit the 12 hard enough to push the 4 nearer the pocket. Just takes the pocket. Jeez, that's a fairly big hole. Look at where he contacted the rail. How the hell did that go in? He hit the rail about 200 mil before the pocket and it still dropped. Oh dear, and of course you get unlucky with your next shot. Jeez, I hate this game sometimes.
I still can't get my head around Adam's soft break. I don't really understand the mentality of why someone that good would want to start the game off negatively.
It's something that he's been working on. I think he doesn't want to. He must have nominated the black as a free ball, but I think what it is he doesn't trust his hard break enough to actually pot a ball repeatedly off it. So he must have been dry breaking off the hard break, and his opponents had a good chance to clear and done so. He doesn't want that to happen. I always say the break is the most important shot in this game, and that certainly has an element of truth to it.
But I mean,
Pocket.
I've watched and rewatched every single frame at the Great Southern Knockout, and I think undoubtedly Simon Singleton has got the best break, but the most consistent break. But I think Adam was a pretty close second for those 2 days last month. So I'm just surprised why he would want to underutilise one of his best weapons, his break.
It's because it's different too. This game versus black ball, different cue ball, different rules. I think it's a bit harder to establish a set in these rules and to really get into the game if it's tight. So he's trying to use that against his opponent. That's a spectacular shot, by the way, that he's just played, and a little bit surprised that he's going for the 9 here. But he makes it all the same, and I don't think he really wanted that nudge on the 5 though. Or if he did, he didn't want to nudge it to where he did. I don't think he'd be able to see this 12, but what price do you reckon he doubles at 10 if it's on? Off the 6 even. Not too sure that he was playing for the 6 there, but worked all the same. Yeah, good point there, Stevie. You want to elaborate a bit more on that, Alex?
Yeah, I'm curious as to whether this is something he's just brought in for this weekend or whether he's going to be adopting it for, say, the South Islands in a couple of weeks. It'll be interesting to see.
There's another bang on the table after the pot, so Black will definitely go past the 9 here. He didn't see it, but he did get the Black, so it's 3 frames to 0. Adam Lilly leads.
Well, I mean, it's Adam's approach to the break. It's clearly working. He's 3-0 up in the space of how long have we been going? 10, 15 minutes.
How did I go today, Michael? I got beaten in the second round of qualifying, so I only got to the last 32. Unfortunately, ended up running up against a guy who was playing very, very well, and he played better than I did.
It's a 3-0 to Adam Lilly. Sam really needs
Did he get a
something.
Break? Yeah, he got the 9, okay. Thank you very much, Paul. It's a good thing the 13 stayed where it did. Otherwise that would have been a bit of a head scratcher for the next shot. There's these little things that you get sometimes when you're 3-0 down, isn't it? You just get that kiss that you don't want off a ball and you feel like you're having to work a wee bit harder. I know what he means. That's a great plant though.
Yeah, shot Sam.
Doesn't matter that he got the second one either.
Well, I'm starting to have deja vu from last year's final when Steve Denton beat Adam Shaw 5-0 in about 20 minutes, I think it was, 25 minutes.
He plays that quickly.
Steve didn't miss a single ball in last year's final. I think Adam had a couple of dry breaks and 1 visit, and that was it.
Well, that's pretty comprehensive, isn't it?
Oh, Steve was on form that day. A shame he's not here this weekend to defend his title.
Sam will be a bit annoyed that he hasn't gotten better on the 14 there. 11 is still very much on for this shot to cross over. I think it would have been the 14 he'd be aiming for first, but that's okay. Oh, don't go there. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's only one thing against it, wasn't there?
You feel like
Wrong
this
side of the 5 gets snookered.
This was potentially one of those turning points, and it's just not going Sam's way at the moment.
You asking me if this Lilly fella's any good? It's almost like you've never seen him play before, Sheldon.
Overrated. Get in.
7, come on.
Come on.
Even so, that's a great shot. Where is the comp held? Are you talking about this one or the South Islands? Because this one's being held at Kashmir. The South Islands is being held at Club Waimea, which is just south of Nelson.
That was a nice shot from Adam. Oh, we just missed the replay.
Well, it was because it set himself up. No, look at that drift off.
Ooh.
Did you see that kind of drift away?
Yeah, we'll see it again here.
Either that or he got a kick or something. Yeah, either that or it was just a bad contact.
It's hard to judge whether to do a 5-second or a 10-second grab. That's why some of it's too short.
So Sam Hopkinson, who plays for the Richmond Stickmen, who are 2 victories away from winning the, is it called the Ranfurly Shield?
Well, it's pretty much the Ranfurly Shield of pole here.
Yes,
it's
yes.
the Bilrangi Fitu Shield. Whoops.
Oops.
Oh, don't do that. Jeez. Don't give him any more help. Not that he was trying to. was quite a fine cut though, to be fair, and I've seen a lot of players do that. But as all of you will know, you do not want to give Adam any more help. He's one of the best players in the country, Sheldon. So, yeah, that's how good he is. Not too sure whether he was happy that both of those didn't go in, but at least he's got another worker if he needs it. Doesn't move the 5.
Well, Adam's currently ranked second on the Clubs New Zealand rankings. Healy White's in first, but Healy's not participating in the North Islands this year, so as long as Adam doesn't disgrace himself, he should be moving up into first at the conclusion of the South Islands.
Can only see the one. I believe you can just see the edge of it. He can, and he's cued that very nicely. Didn't try to overhit it, just made sure. So that is 4-0 Adam Lilly, so he's on the hill in double quick time. The man's name... Oh, you're talking about the replays, Jody. That would be Paul Chivers. That feature is now available to us because we're only playing on one table. And I must admit, I love it as well. I love being able to see shots again. We can do more analysis on certain shots that way.
Thanks for that. Alright,
5, 10 and 20.
Lightning Lily to break, the soft break. Come on, Sam. I want this final to last a bit longer.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? I know Sam's just had very little go his way in this game. He's definitely been trying his absolute best, but sometimes it just doesn't, and that's a hard pill to swallow. He's still in the match though, that's the solace he's got to take. So he has made that one on for himself, so that's fine as it is. Yeah, I saw that. Just something else I saw briefly. Oh! See, if that had been earlier in the game, that would have dropped.
Yeah, he missed that by some way. It's just not in his groove at the moment. He hasn't left Adam on with much.
Don't think the 15 passes the 5. That could be his saving grace.
He's looking at a plant.
And not made it. I tell you what, Adam might have unintentionally opened this frame up for Sam here. I just wonder if he... Is Sam good enough to take advantage though? Oh, unlucky. Just missed the 11. Tell you what, he gave that hell for leather, but... See how much it snapped right at the end there? The screw kicked in just when he didn't want it to. Took it away from the 11, and that's why he didn't get the split. Big shout out there to Paul Chivers. Oh, look at this. Trying to pot it, no doubt, but what he's done though is, yeah, I know Adam is a snooker player and these should be easy, but he's still got to pace this nicely. Pace it, he's just smacked it in. I think he was looking perhaps for a wee bump on the 11 there maybe, but as it is, he's right amongst the dancers. Got a bit of time here up his sleeve. He's got a few balls to use.
Well, has he got an angle here to come into that pack, do you think?
off the 12.
Yeah, for 12.
I think it's a bit steep. He's going to have a go at the 9 for the split here, maybe. No. Just smash it in and get back for the 10. It shows you how well he's queuing though. Look at this. Just purity of queuing. Just watch it go into the back of the pocket. Snaps it off the rail for the other split, but doesn't get the second part, which is the position. No, I think this table's running nicely, Michael. Look at them all open up. Jeez, Sam, if ever there's a chance, if ever you're wanting a beacon to shine, this is it. Oh, good first ball. Got himself squarely onto the 2 here. What do you reckon? 2 for the 4 for the 5? Oh, great queuing. 4-0 or not.
Is he a little bit straight on that 4?
He is, but he might be able to come off the rail. If he doesn't like being straight on it, then he's got perhaps rail first. Or he might be able to just jack up on it like this. Well hit. Well played. How are you feeling? How are you feeling on this? Not just for the pot, but to avoid everything and get on the 8. Pretty damn good. And this to get a frame to stay in the match. Really just needs to weight this. He does, and it rubs in. 4-1 Adam Lilly, but Sam Hopkinson stays alive. Big pockets by the looks. It's funny how you just happen to type that. Yeah, they seem to be playing bigger in this game, don't they? It's not. There's a few shots played that where the players have tried not to pop the balls and they've still gone in. And then there's that black that looked like it was going to miss and it rubbed in. So I think you've definitely got a point there, Healy. Get down. Here we go. There you go, Alex. There's a bit more life now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You're getting your face a bit closer to the mic. Dominated the overs here, so well, it's probably about the only set you can really see, to be fair.
You'd fancy Sam to take these out. It's got a good chance of clawing it back to 4-2.
Definitely. If he can leave himself straight-ish on this 12, that would be fantastic. I say straight-ish because he doesn't really want to run into the 8 here. From the 12, I should say. Obviously make sure of this and just run it through a wee bit so the cue ball's slightly past. I think he's going for a screwback though. So he's obviously thinking, I'm going to want to mop the rest of the table up first. People skin a cat in different ways though, don't they?
Yeah, I guess a lot of us like to do the top half first and then the bottom half, don't we?
It's almost like putting on your kit, isn't it? Concentrate on one half first. $15 for the 12, you reckon? No, he's overhit it for the 12. At least he's still on the 11 though, but I don't know about the about this though. This is now getting quite difficult where you've got a lot of potential landmines to run into here.
Yeah, very small margin of error here.
If he manages to get on the 12 here, that'd be fantastic. I think that 4 is going to be a real pain in the rectum, so you have to avoid it as much as you can. I just wonder how he hits this. If it's straight enough where he can hit it to check off the top rail maybe, or even just to miss the 4, but he's actually used the 4 there. Don't know if is this on for a cut? Or are you looking double?
I think he's looking at the double.
Double.
Yes! What about the black?
If he hasn't, then he's got a double on the black at least. And he's already had a bit of rehearsal for it. Yeah, I don't think this is on for a cut, Alex. I reckon this is another double. Same again. This time he hasn't quite hit it as well. So it all opens up for Adam now.
Yeah, first opportunity for Adam to take out the title.
So it's going to be the same idea again, isn't it? Take this half of the table out and then work the other way. Wee bump off the 7, that's not too bad.
It's always nasty on the
On
cush.
the rail, but he generally cues very, very well off the rail. Just as you see there, that's about as good as it gets off the rail, isn't it?
Yeah, nicely under the black as well.
So that's to come off the cushion for the 3, but I think he's under-cued it. Just pulled up short. Another couple of rolls would have been perfect there. Double on the 1, is it? Double it is, and he's missed it. Does he get slice of luck though? He does.
It does.
But either way you slice it though, I think Sam's looking at a double here. Just got to be careful of the 1 if he decides to try to put it in the middle, which is why I reckon he'll be going corner here. Oh, he did go the middle and he's failed horribly.
A horrible way for Sam Hopkinson to lose.
But congratulations, Adam Lilly. 5-1 over Sam Hopkinson. He is your king of Canterbury.
Yeah, well played, Adam. Looked fantastic all day. The slow break worked to great effect during the final as well, John. I'll take back what I said earlier.
Well, definitely, and proof is in the pudding, isn't it? You do something a little unorthodox, people are always going to wonder what you're doing, but if it works to that effect, then it's hard to debate it, isn't it? But either way, it's been a magnificent tournament. Some people will say it's a bit of a shame that the final wasn't longer, but it plays how it plays. Sam definitely had a few chances and got a bit unlucky, and a few that he didn't take. But hey, he'll be stronger from this. He'll learn, and next time, remember how it feels and come back stronger.
And Adam's going to be very pleased with this form coming into the South Islands.
Definitely. I mean, it's a bit of a dress rehearsal, this, isn't it? And the South Islands are an absolutely massive target for anyone, especially if you're anywhere near or at the top of your game. So, I mean, you're going to be feeling so good about yourself. Even Sam, I reckon he'll be feeling really good about how he's playing.
So we will be live for the prize giving as well. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for that, so you can know who got where and what happened and who shot who and whatever else has been going on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. And yeah, I'm just trying to think. Can you think of what Canterbury tournaments we've got coming up, John?
Sorry?
What other Canterbury tournaments have we got coming up on the live stream during the next few months? We've got Canterbury Pairs, the Alan Cowan.
Yeah, Canterbury Pairs, Alan Cowan. Good point. I'm just trying to think of any other events. I don't know where the journey is. Try to get the camera repositioned so that we can see the prize given now, folks. Not too sure how much Tracy has on the camera. We will. Hopefully, we can actually hear what she's saying. So once she does decide to speak to kick us off, then we're going to shut up and let her do her thing that she does so very, very well.
Right, everybody. We're going to get on with this little prize giving. Heartbreaker, are you listening? First of all, I'd like to thank Shirley and Carl for helping do the program and getting this awesome program up and sorted. Also, Janet and Kelly for all the hard work that they've done on the administration. The whole new team, we've got Daryl, Paul, John Saunderlock, Alan Stones, Corey, Anne Lilly, who will help with the live streaming, and whoever else has jumped in. Chris Gary, I think I've seen him sitting there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the referees, Ben Wall, Ronnie, Peter Wilson. The cashiers, the hub staff, also the cashier pool players that are helping bring up the pool tables and taking them down. And also you players for entering the Canterbury singles for 2021. So, open flight winner, Mr. Potato and Prima.
So, Kumar Balachandran is the winner of the flight event.
The ladies singles runner-up has collected her money and gone out to team. Congratulations, Jojo, being runner-up.
And the runner-up.
And the winner of the 2021 Canterbury Ladies, Larissa Devine.
So there you have it, folks. Your new Queen of Canterbury, Larissa Devine. Fine history. But she doesn't want to speak either, which is a bit of a shame.
well done to Adam. You're amazing.
No surprises at the reception that Adam gets for winning this tournament.
Looks like I have to break the other handle tonight, Steve. Yeah, thanks everyone that stuck around. It's obviously not a final if there's nobody here, so that means a lot. Tracy, Janet, Kerry, everyone else behind the scenes, all the referees, organisers, the amount of work that goes into making these events, us as players, you know, take it for granted a lot, and yeah, just a massive thank you. Thanks to the club. I mean, I was meant to be working today from Tuesday onwards. I keep going to the bar after each week and they're like, alright, keep going now. So, yeah, massive thank you to the club. Awesome place to work. Awesome group of people. Yeah, thanks, Jojo. Unlucky, couldn't get it, but very hard to take this time to work, so well done on the first one. I'm sure it's been more time. Good luck to everyone going away to the South Islands coming up, and Sam as well making the final today. You're an amazing player, by the way you hit the ball, and you're such a it's just natural and you're really good to watch. You're a bit up on the a couple of fouls on the back, but just trying to get through the migraine there in the finals. So, I mean, I guess my head was kind of clear in that aspect. I was more focused on my headache than I was in the game, so I think why I was a bit, I don't know. But yeah, it's an honour to win this. Yeah, thank you very much.
Beautiful speech. Man's gotten so much better at those.
Just remember it's not nice. Just get the picture in. We'll run it back later. Thank you.
So this concludes the 2021 Canterbury Open and ladies singles. So hope you guys have all loved what you've seen. Thank you all for tuning in. You've been amazing. Please do tune in for the South Islands in 2 weeks' time. That's being held at Club Waimea. The stream team will be there once again, so jump on, get your support in. From myself, John Saundercock, the voice, and Alex Stones as well, and everybody else who's commentated on this, we thank you very much for your continued support. May that be long, and get home safely and be well.